thanks for the raid right off the bat there, Sager, for 6-9 Pats 9. Oh, 6 Pats 9. Sorry, I saw the 9.
Nice.
There you go. Thank you so much for that raid. I do appreciate it. Shout out to you. Do appreciate the support. Hi, we're playing a brand new game today. It's so exciting. Apollo Justice, of all things. I had to set up this whole overlay. It's not that different, but it's different enough that it took me a little bit of work to get it set up. Hopefully it's not super confusing. I basically just used the investigations and just added onto it. So, without further ado, I'm Martin Little Karibo, your host of sorts. I attempt to be the host. Sometimes it gets away from me. Often it gets away from me. So yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney. Well, actually it's called Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. It says Ace Attorney in big words and then Apollo Justice in smaller words, but my understanding is Apollo Justice comes first and then it's Ace Attorney.
This was when we were all like, oh, this is why they rebranded it to Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Everybody used to just call it Phoenix Wright back in the day.
We did, yeah.
I hadn't thought about that, yeah, because for the longest time I was like, Phoenix Wright, that's the best games. Yeah, Phoenix Wright. Who's that? That was my reaction initially. Okay, but before I get into the introductions, we have a very special guest today, and I'm very excited to introduce them. Let me quickly thank you for following and for giving bits and subscribing, etc. Very quickly going down the list, we have A Big Bowl of Chips 3, thank you for the follow. Aw. Dante Left, thank you for the follow. Bring him back then. NJ Ninja, thank you for the follow. Pasta Burb, thank you for the follow. Tanzanite Kato, thank you for following. Infernal Gaia 163, thank you. Starshine Galaxy, thank you for the follow. Shiny Odd Hunt 29, thank you for following. Drewski 429, thank you for following. Rock Rulin, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1 for 19 months. That is over a year and a half now. Thank you so much, Rock Rulin. Very generous of you. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. This probably means nothing to you all, but the composer of Apollo Justice's soundtrack also did the soundtrack for Mega Man Battle Network 4. I guess they just really have a thing for doing soundtracks for the 4th entries of video games. All right.
What a legacy.
What a legacy. I've never played a Mega Man game in my life, but that's very cool. Jeff Reed, thank you for the follow. Yami Kisara, Charlotte, thank you for the 100 bits. I tested positive for COVID. I'm missing a concert today now. I won't be able to go to MCM London this weekend either. No. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. I hope that your symptoms aren't too rough, and I hope that you recover as quickly as possible. Sorry that happened. Sage of 6-9 past 9, thank you again for that raid. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Damn, Marin and Super, you two are looking sharp. Yes, brand new reactive. I'm trying to gesture at them, but it's hard because they don't exist. Brand new shiny reactive PNG tubers just for this game. I'm sure we'll probably go back to Edgeworth and Phoenix for the next one because I assume neither of you want to be Athena.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
That's the only character I know that comes in the game.
Baron was very intense about that.
No. Keep Wendy Lee away from me.
I don't know anything about Athena, so all I know is that you don't like her, Marin.
Yes.
I know I have a lot of friends who love Athena, so shout out to the Athena fans. Unfortunately, you are not represented here.
Yeah, not at all.
Not today.
The straights are not represented. The Athena fans are not represented.
Azul Magi, thank you for the 5 bits. More like Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice. Okay.
That is basically what it is.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It says Apollo Justice Ace Attorney on the logo, but it is a game about Phoenix.
It's really just Apollo Justice looking at Phoenix Wright going, damn, that guy's life sucks.
Yeah.
So it's like Miles Morales looking
has
at
a daughter.
It's like Miles Morales looking at Peter B. Parker in that one meme, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Yay, new game and new Clarin and Chrisu posts. I was like, what? And Necrolycan07, holy cow, thank you for the follow. And Vampiro, speaking of holy cow, thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub, no less, to Stolas. And obviously, we wish Stolas the very best. Thank you for gifting that tier 3 sub to Stolas99 there. But before we jump into the game, obviously it's important that I introduce my lovely co-hosts and our special guest. First of all, let me get the gay update animation ready because I always
Yeah.
forget this. Thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking. Sorry, I'm
You're
in
welcome.
thanking mode, and I'm still saying it. We have the lovely gesturing now, Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Oh, hello everyone. It is I, Marin Miller, here today with your gay update. We got so much stuff going on this week. I just signed with a new agency and I've gotten more auditions in the last like 3 days than I have in the last month from my previous agent, so things are going pretty good. But also we watched
Yay.
the Sonic movie, the second Sonic movie last night, which was more gay than I expected to be honest. What's his name?
Agent
Stone made a
Stone.
little latte with the two of them on it, and it put little hearts on it. So he definitely had a boner that Robotnik was coming back. Also, I love so much. Thank you, everyone, for noticing my new outfit. As you can see, I'm quite styling. And I really, really wanted to point out the great makeup that I've put on my face and only my face. My skin is naturally much darker than my face.
People always
but-
forget to put foundation on their neck.
yeah, never ever put foundation on your tits or your hands. But anyway, thank you. Also, I'm here to spread the Clavier's non-binary agenda.
And
Anyway, that's my gay update.
and we're also joined, as always, by the best can of soup I've ever had the pleasure of hanging out with.
You hang out with soup often.
All
I
the
just kind
time.
of imagine you like sitting on a couch and there's just like a can of soup next to you.
No, it's like the women laughing with salad, but it's him laughing with a bowl of soup.
That's me. Hi, Soupy. How are you doing? Oh, hang on. We've got a high up redeem. Somebody, Vampiro redeemed high up already. So that's pretty loud. I don't want you to introduce yourself during that.
You'll have to let me know when it's over.
Hoo-ha!
And now it's hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha!
Okay. Vampiro and
Hoo-ha.
Kudo Sarugi, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a high up and a hoo-ha. A hoo-ha high up. Soupy, how are you
Do
doing?
love-
I'm doing all right. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm so fucking excited for this game. We're about to meet one of my favorite characters in Ace Attorney ever.
I just have to say I love how tiny your head is.
Not only is my head tiny, but I really love that we both still have the hair drills.
Yes.
Soupy got
We
bonked.
both have blonde
I
hair.
don't know why. Presumably because of the new character, the favorite character. I don't know.
Probably.
Large Father V, thank you for bonking Soupy. All right. But we're also, I assume that's all you needed to say, Soupy. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut
Oh
you
yeah,
off.
I'm good.
We're also joined, of course, by an extra special guest. As far as I know, just for this one session of Apollo Justice. Although who knows? We'll see how it goes. But it's we're very happy to have Drawfee's own Dilphosaur, also known as Karina. Hi, Karina.
Hi.
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 Hi. I'm
Hi.
here to watch my son, Apollo, and the OG Dilf of Dilphosaur.
Yes, yes. Well, and that's the thing. That's why I wanted to invite Dilphosaur here today because Soupy's number one man is Kristoff, and my number one man is Clavier, and Karina's number one man is Apollo. So we've got the unholy
Trinity has been
of
completed.
Phoenix Wright stands here.
He's my short king.
Yes. But I love. So is Phoenix Wright actually the Dilf of Dilphosaur?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, do tell us the story.
Well, really
Do tell us
quickly
the
before we get
story.
into a story, I want to point out we've got a level 3 hype train going. Thank
Yes,
you.
and if we get to
And
level
if we
5,
get
we
level
get
5,
kisses.
there will be kisses.
Thank
There
you for
will
the
be
hype.
kisses.
Anyway, sorry.
No Miles Edgeworth in this game to kiss.
Not on screen.
Now we've got people playing Maya P, Maya P, so we gotta dance.
No Maya in this game.
Thank you, Classic G. All right, sorry. Feel free to tell the story if you have one.
Honestly, there's no story. He's just hot in this game.
Wow. So
All right.
Karina, how old was Karina when Karina was playing this game? need
Such
to
a
re-
wee child.
So 5-year-old Karina was sitting here playing 3DS game and goes, "Damn, this guy is fucking hot." this guy's a DILF.
Mom, look at this.
My God.
Yeah,
Mommy won't
basically.
pick this guy.
I never would have guessed that Phoenix Wright was the DILF in Dilphosaur, honestly.
Wow.
Didn't he? Wasn't it like last year or something? There was that like DILF of the Day account on
Oh,
Twitter,
that's
and,
right.
and Phoenix Wright won like the ultimate DILF contest,
Yes, he won
It's
DILF of the
true.
year.
and he has no biological children.
That's what makes him the DILFiest.
That's true.
Boy,
don't know
Depp,
if
thank you
that's
for
an
cashing in your
adjective,
star
but-
chips for a turn down for what? Really quickly, we've gotten lots of bit messages, so I want to read them before we
Okay.
jump into the game. And it'll be the first time we're playing this. I'm very excited. Trash content, please. Thank you for the follow. You came to the right place. Vampiro, thank you for resubscribing at tier 2 for 21 months. Soup Dog, that is all. Thank you. Yami Kisara, thank you for the 100 bits. Marin has got that drip. They do indeed. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Soupy, what kind of soup are you? I assume today you're some sort of Apollo Justice themed soup.
Well, what I was gonna say was, today I'm alphabet soup, but there are no letters, just numbers, and the only numbers are 6 and 9.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Rise Ariak, thank you for gifting a sub to Lord Head Monkey 20. Oh, sorry, Lord Head Monkey 2. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Soupy's new avatar looks like they are leaking, so chicken soup today. It's that little strand of hair. I didn't know how to edit that out. They have
No,
that
I
little,
want that in. That is essential.
Yeah.
the
No,
blonde.
the hair drill is absolutely.
DK Zen Marble,
Necessary.
thank you for the 150 bits. Woo, new game. I've never got to play any of the Ace Attorney games, so looking forward to seeing it, as well as your guys' commentary. You guys rock. Thank you so much, DK Zen. The Yazzle Mag, thank you for the 5 bits. Wait, I thought Dilphosaur was the DILF, but they're a dinosaur that's into DILFs. I'm just trying to get the law straight here. And Kokonoma.
I'm sure it is.
And Kokonomagami, thank you for the 5 bits. Smooches, thank you so much. Vic, thank you for the 4 bits. Did Marin make fanfic with that 2 assassins guy on the other Ace Attorney? Have you had time to make
Oh. No, but I did write. I mean, I took a note of it. And it's definitely on the list. I have a Google Doc specifically called Sensational Smut for the Sophisticated Slut, and that's going to be my brand name. And right now I'm working on Callisto, Doming, Miles, and Phoenix. But when that's done, I'm not sure if I'm going to move on to Making Out Behind the Pulpit or the 2 old assassins tracking each other down and fucking each other furiously. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I completely
You know,
forgot
you
to
don't have to write
Real
it the part where they track each other down. You can just start with they
This
track each other down.
is
and
It's
now
true.
they're
my
fucking.
hemorrhoids
It's
due
true.
to Harlem
But the
Shake.
You don't have
tracking
to
would be
go
part of
through
the
the-
fun.
You don't have to go through the 12,000
the first
words
movie.
build up.
But it's like, what if it's like P.S. I love you, but it's assassins, where they leave little love notes, and it's like,
If you want to get killed, go to this place and then suck my balls.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe we don't go that far. Okay. Yes.
Marin is like the kindergarten teacher, and we're just we are just unruly.
No, I can guarantee you
Aaron, get that out of
kindergarten
your nose.
teachers have less of an issue with those kinds of issues. Okay, thank you for getting us to a level 2 hype train, guys. That was a valiant effort, but I do appreciate all the hype. Yuto...
But also, we are susceptible to nap time.
very
that
much.
helps.
so.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Thank you for a much needed bonk for Marin there, Azulmagia.
Boo.
Yuto Yamazaki, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. A pleasure to make your ass acquaintance. And Yami Kusara, thank you for the 10 bits. Will Marin write any Lang fanfiction?
I should. I need to come up. Well, I mean, like, my other friend is very much like Lang and Miles fuck when it's convenient for the 2 of them. Like, if they're just in the same place, same time, and they're both like horny, then why not? But I don't know if I personally buy into that. I don't know. But I do think Lang is a slut. I'm just trying to figure out who he'd be slutty with.
Marin is still Edgeworth on the bunk, and Soupy is still Gumshoe, because I'll be honest, I just have not had time to change all
That's
those
okay.
things.
It's just for one game, too. Like,
You already had a
clutter.
lot to change for today.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a little touch and go there. Okay, so we've been chatting for a good 10-15 minutes. I'm itching to get into this game, but if you
Yes.
guys have anything else you want to bring up before we get into it, to get out
I mean,
your
if you
system.
just want me to read my gay fan
No.
fiction out loud, just word for word.
The whole
all-
thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
20,000 words of it. It's not finished, but we can work on it, you know?
Yeah, we could have a workshopping, like a little workshopping thing, like right here, right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, if you guys would
warm-up.
yeah, if you just really want to help me write my fanfic that bad, we can just make this a fanfic stream and completely override Martin.
You know, you have your own Twitch.
I know, but that's not fun.
Is it not? All right. So we're going to be playing Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And I don't know what to expect. This, as we talked about when we started doing the Phoenix Wright streams, I had only played the first 2 games, and everything past that has been just me listening to Marin speak very enthusiastically about the characters and the world. So I have a very vague idea. All I really know about this game, and we've talked about it in previous streams, so it's not a huge spoiler, but obviously it is something that happens. Phoenix kind of loses his job. And that's
Well,
really
that was also announced like before the game even came out. In, like,
Yeah,
promotional
Really?
content. So not a spoiler.
not a spoiler.
It was actually announced before Trials and Tribulations even came out in the US. So it was
Yeah,
like
that's right.
So it was like before we even got that game, which is like, you know, one of the highest moments of Phoenix's career, that we found out before that even came out that he lost his job.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so not a huge spoiler at all.
You got a great ride.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the resubscription with Prime there for 13 months. Now that you have one more person joining you for the stream, does that mean you finally have a crew you can hang out with in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never looking too hard? Karina, would you like to hang out with the crew, chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard? Are you down for that?
But back in class they never taught us this.
Some things you gotta learn hit and miss.
Okay.
Well, if that's
The
the case, then I'll stop
responsibility.
singing the song.
Reluctantly, we're gonna
You make
chill
a good
out.
point.
All right. Okay. So I don't see any reason to delay. Let's click the new game button. And obviously, whenever a new Ace Attorney stage starts or whenever a new game begins, they tend to have a little scene play out where they don't let you pause or they don't let you click. They don't give you the option to click through it. It just plays. So we might be a bit confused.
Wait, did we
cast
haven't
people?
cast this.
Well, no, we
We haven't cast
tried.
this at
We
all.
tried, but I don't think you saw any
Well-
of Soupy's messages.
No, maybe not.
Oh,
I've been very
really?
busy.
Yeah.
It was only Olga Orly and Shady Smith, I think.
Oh, that's right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's their name.
I don't know
God.
I don't know if we're getting to it today, but there's going to be some really outdated meme references
Oh
in this game.
boy. It's
Feels
like-
like 2007 in here. Jeez.
Yeah.
There's no in between
All
with
rights
Phoenix, right? It's
reserved.
either Harlem Shake 10 years before it's a meme, or oh really 10 years after it's a meme.
It either predicts the memes or it is the downfall of the meme.
Yeah.
All right. I will be playing Apollo and Phoenix, and that's all I really know.
I'm the prosecution. I'm always the prosecution.
Yeah. I'm Kristoff and the judge.
Karina, do you want to call dibs on anyone for this session? Do you know if there's anyone?
Huh?
Do you want to voice
Huh?
anybody at all, Karina? Or are you just hanging out?
I'm just hanging out.
Okay,
but
cool.
I mean...
Okay, cool. That's fine. Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Apollo Justice is a weird game because it comes between the height of Phoenix's career and another title that has Phoenix Wright as the main header, so it's kind of like really awkward to look at in light of that. All right, let's.
Somebody wants Karina to be Winston Payne.
All right,
I love
here we
it.
go. I'm going to click new game, and we're going to find out what the hell is going to happen. Can you guys hear it? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
Episode 1.
All right, let's play Turnabout.
Turnabout fart. Trump is the
Fart
word for
face.
fart in England.
It is.
Episode
Is
1.
it for real?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, art.
Fitting.
Phoenix's career, his previous career as an artist.
Phoenix is arting
Oh,
all over
look
that
at the
room.
animation.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, this is the first one that was on the DS.
Wow.
Oh shit, it looks great.
Yeah.
Bobcat Angel, thank you for following.
Boy.
Photos.
Oh.
Oh, cards. They're playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep. They're playing
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
And
Showdown.
that's
Finally.
Yami Yugi. Yami Yugs right there.
There's the ace
Oh, he's
attorneys.
got full house.
You lose.
Oh shit. Oh. Yami Yuggles! No! He didn't
Blood.
juggle hard enough. He didn't do the juggle.
Oh, he didn't believe in the heart of the cards.
Wow, those cards were
Damn.
really cool.
There's some great animation right off the bat here. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that.
This is like gritty
Yeah, he
Phoenix Wright
is.
performance.
Is that Phoenix?
Yep.
That's Phoenix?
That's Phoenix.
What?
April 20th.
Already the just
Nice.
surprises
Oh.
on surprises.
It's 420?
Twists and turns.
It's not 4. Is it 420?
It's
420.
This game starts on 420.
Blaze it. Drink it, y'all. Get that wine. Smack somebody over the head with it. It's celebration time.
Damn.
Hell
Phoenix showed up
Yeah.
stoned.
Bobcat Angel,
Yeah,
thank you
so-
again for that follow.
So you know how we were on April 6th for like
It's been 2
like
weeks.
a month? It's been like
Yeah.
2 weeks since then.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
2 weeks since Edgeworth's longest day of his career.
Wait,
Yep.
it's really only been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Phoenix
A lot
Wright is-
happened.
He's fucking already gonna gain weight, wearing a sweater, just fucking straight up giving up.
We just saw him.
Well-
We just saw him taking Maya to like a circus or something.
2 fucking weeks. This is some tough 2
I mean,
weeks.
this specifically isn't 2 weeks later. This is like almost 7 years to the day
Oh, I see.
that he got
Okay.
discharged. So it's been like it was only like 2 weeks between the last case of
Right.
Investigations 2 and the case where
Okay.
Phoenix gets disbarred.
That makes
Uh,
sense. I was like, hang on, I thought there were like multiple years between these games.
Yeah, we're in the real future now.
The real
Yes.
future.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
2023, 2024.
I can't
The
remember.
distant future.
Yes, the distant future.
Who knows? The Void Depth, thank you for the bit. He ain't dead. His skull just went to the Shadow Realm. Not sure about the rest of him. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Phoenix accused of murder for the 3rd time. Do you think he gets a free sub?
What kind
Well,
of sub are we talking about?
Derek Anthony, thank
He
you for
is
the 10
free
bits.
sub.
He won't be free for long after he just committed a crime.
Uh,
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So does this continue off the last game we played? Essentially, it's its own story, but it does follow the events of the last game we played. All right, April 20th, 9:37 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Panicked, palms sweaty, knees weak,
Mom's
mom spaghetti. I can admit it, I'm nervous. Who the fuck is this?
Ah, good morning.
it's Mia. She's alive.
Yep.
Good morning,
She's
sir.
here. Significantly less baps than before.
No, they're just flat.
You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight.
Wound up, sir? No, I'm loose. I'm fine.
That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected.
What?
All loose women sound screechy.
Damn.
Your first trial and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, eh? Start small.
My
I could do
penis
this.
is
I'm a
very
grower.
large, sir.
I'm
It's a shower.
I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Chords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine.
I'm fat.
Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality to your screech.
What are you talking about? I overdid it again.
He's that guy from fucking Mrs. Doubtfire, the makeup artist.
As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift.
Friend in quotes.
Azulmagia,
Yes.
thank you for the 5 bits. What's up with the zombie judge portrait? He does look kind of very old there, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Kinda
what
look
the
like
fuck?
he kind of looks like an octopus with a beard.
A little bit. Kind of. Or like Megamind if he was wearing a Santa beard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zack
Minion.
Snyder's Dawn of the Dead of Justice.
You think the judge saw that unveiled for the first time? He was just like, yeah, it's really good.
Ooh, whose child drew this?
Drift gotten, sir. I'm all over that drift. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Martin, you still the best. Also, Soupy, if you don't have letters, you're not alphabet soup, you're numbers soup. I would have said a bouillon soup because it's Apollo, but okay. Also, hello, who's this handsome cut of beef? He's no Edgeworth, but he's still a sexy little slice.
Oh yeah, Kristoff is hot, 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 and Clavier is hotter, hotter, hotter. My God.
How dare you?
Derek Anthony,
God.
Derek
I'll
Anthony, thank you
fight
for the 10 bits.
I would
Please
sit
promise.
on both of them.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Please promise me one thing: there is no circus in this game. I can't promise you anything.
It's not a circus.
Not
but
circus,
it's not,
but-
To be
it's
fair,
not a circus.
The courtroom is
It's
kind
not-
of a
it's a
circus.
little-
It has a
Magical.
bunch of clowns.
You are not a clown. You are the entire circus.
I'm all over that drift.
As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder.
This guy had a meal with the victim,
With the
with Phoenix.
with Phoenix. Yeah.
Phoenix.
Okay.
With the Phoenix.
Witch of Morva, thank you for
They're
the follow.
besties. We can't let this case fall through.
Yes, yes, I'm fine, sir.
One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way.
I'm sexy.
Go.
I'll be preparing our case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. Bye.
Toodles.
He just fades out of existence.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Do the clowns like Pokemon the first movie? So I don't remember why Mo the clown liked Pokemon the first movie, Karina,
I don't remember either.
but for some reason it became a running thing that Mo just would talk about Pokemon the first movie all the time.
It was like one of the lines that was written was very similar to
like, really close to me,
mine.
too?
It's because he's bisexual.
And then we determined that Bikini was his ex-wife, and they broke up because her favorite movie was Advent Children.
Yes.
Oh no.
So,
Shocking.
That's so
you know,
sad.
yeah, they couldn't watch each other's
Hoo-ha.
favorite movies.
Deuce and Voidedep, thank you for catching your
Hoo-ha.
Starships for a It's Because He's Bisexual.
Hoo-ha.
And hoo-ha. Kudo Surugi, thank you for the 50 bits. I'm all over that drift. Does that mean Apollo was in Initial D before becoming a lawyer? Da Blue Badger, thank you for the 60 bits. Time to get Phoenix off the hook again. And Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 10 bits. Is it time for justice? Sounds like it's time for justice.
My name is Apollo Justice.
That little Phoenix Wright emote is so cute.
If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney. And today is my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything.
Baka.
The defendant has been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Martin, you are the circus. Also, I would love it if you could somehow give the Pegasus voice to a main character. Also, I think Apollo might like Pokemon 2000, the movie.
It's free real estate.
And it's free real estate. Thank you for Deuce. Thank you for cashing these Starships, Deuce. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Apparently, Phoenix fell apart after Maya left. I don't think Maya left. I think he just fell apart regardless.
I think Apollo's more of a Fortnite kid.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. Hello, Dilf.
Hi.
How could you not be
Hi.
attracted to him?
Hi, Daddy. Hello.
Daddy.
Whoa.
Same.
Good morning.
You and Apollo at the same time. Whoa! This guy's hot. So sexy.
You had that same face that his badge has on his hat.
Oh.
Do you remember that badge from before, Martin?
Yeah. You remember?
Wasn't somebody wearing it?
Somebody.
Somebody- oh, Emma?
MSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
She did it.
Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial. Nervous. Meeting him? Cardiac arrest.
Same.
Over solar is correct. You look like shit. Do you have plans tonight?
I think I'm supposed to say something. Help?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. What would Edgeworth think if he saw this? He'd be like, I cannot not fuck that guy.
I can't not fuck
I
him.
desire him carnally.
Thank you for the head pat, Karen. So you're
Fine. I'm fine.
Mr. Fine, is it? Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. When did Phoenix go down 8 Mile Road?
When he ate his mom's spaghetti. Does he even have a mom? We don't even know that.
Whose
Yeah.
spaghetti was it?
Mom spaghetti. It
I
could have
did
been
rem-
any mom.
I did remember you having an odd name.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Fucking weird.
Are you sure you're okay? I mean, with me? Mr. Gavin is a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why?
You'll see.
I
You
love
can
his,
do it.
like,
Go
Who
on.
is it that's got the eye? Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah, Forrest
The
Whitaker,
kind of
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah,
smaller
yeah.
eye. Yeah, he's got like the Forrest Whitaker eye going on right now. I love it.
You can do it. Be confident.
He's faking just to be cool.
I...
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. It's weird seeing Phoenix with facial hair. A little bit. It's weird seeing him having sort of grown out a little bit of stubble. I like to
mean,
think.
weird is a word for
Weird.
sure.
It's not the word I'd use, but
Yeah, not me either. I'd take a couple letters off and change them.
In fact, let's make that into a new word completely.
I like to think.
I would say hot.
I like to think he developed the Forrest Whitaker eye after getting the coffee thrown in his face from Godot. Like it's
or Emma tried to pin it to his hat and missed.
Yeah.
oh no.
He was never the same.
Void of Depth, thank you for the bit. Phoenix looks like he's training to fight Ivan. I assume you mean Drago. It says Draco, but that's a Harry Potter Rocky crossover that I'm not familiar with.
I'm really sorry this happened to you. I mean,
It's time. Shall we?
yes, sir.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Phoenix having an exceptionally smug face as his default and being subdued in this game is very different. I feel like even Edgeworth isn't this smug on average. I feel like Edgeworth had a lot of smugness early on. That
Edward
Compensate
is
for it.
definitely very
He already
smug.
went through his smug phase.
And he's still smug. Don't get him
Yeah.
wrong. Just because you like him doesn't mean he's less smug.
this tapping his forehead motion, like that is where the smug is.
Yeah.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now, Phoenix, you know how Maya felt in the first 2 series. I don't think Maya ever let herself go quite this much.
Let herself go by wearing a sweatshirt.
You know, I'll
And
never
hat.
forget this time that
And
I was
hat.
playing
And
Tomodachi Life, and I had a Phoenix me in it.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can give them a sewing machine, and they'll make something to wear, right?
Yes.
So I give him a sewing machine, and he's like, "I'm gonna make something great," and he made a dark gray hoodie.
Oh,
I was like,
Hey,
"What
good
the
for
fuck
him.
is going on?"
self-aware.
knows.
Okay, I need to focus. First
Yeah,
trial.
miss Tomodachi.
Here comes justice.
It was really fun.
That was the dumbest fucking shit.
I know. It was
My
so good,
cat-
though.
My cat had a baby with Katniss Everdeen.
To clarify, you made a human Sona for your cat.
They made a human Sona
Sure.
for Meatball, and they had a baby with Katniss Everdeen.
Ed Stevens asks, why is Martin trying to seduce himself? It's all I know how to do.
That's all he can do.
April 20th.
You gotta.
I gotta sometimes. 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 2. Oh boy.
I forgot his hair got worse.
Court is now in session. I'm back, baby.
I'm gonna try this down.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What the fuck happened?
7
I've
years
got
happened.
luscious locks now, baby.
He's bald, but he has long hair.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Everyone's
gonna
kind of
stop
going through something.
Yeah, this is the midlife crisis Ace Attorney game.
This is his COVID time skip.
Yeah.
Hairstyle.
I think all of the 7-year gap actually took place in 2020 because it was so long.
That's too rude. It's too true.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Hey Phoenix, take that hat off. I'm the only Papa around here. Don't you forget it, or else you'll be part of the next case. And I don't mean as an attorney. I think he's already part of a case where he's being tried.
Be part of the case of the spanking.
You're very quiet, Marin.
All right, because I turned it
Yeah,
down.
you got to
for-
remember to turn it back up.
Yeah.
The defense is, fine. I mean, ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Too late.
Your name was Mr. Justice? And this is your first trial?
Yes, Your Honor. But I'm fine. Really?
Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds a bit strange. I'm not sure if it's just your voice anymore, actually. I have, Mr. Gavin. Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you would be heading up this case. That was my intention, yes.
But then I got lazy.
I said no. However, a defense attorney must always see to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to this greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience, fine. But does he have cords of steel?
Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom.
Surrounded by a
Sounds
cloud of
hot.
weed smoke.
Same.
This is truly an unfortunate turn of events.
You fucking bum.
At least pass the blunt.
I'm sorry we had to meet again under these circumstances, where you're high and I'm not.
Well, I think
Last
you're
time
pretty
we were
high.
both high, but it was Grant.
Now you're just selfish.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Pain can have Pegasus's hair. Can we have Pegasus's hairstyle? We have Pegasus's hairstyle at home. Pegasus's hairstyle at home. Also, for good measure, Pegasus, Pegasus, Pegasus. You're going to summon him if you say his name 3 times.
I like the word peg.
Peg is sus. Long time no see, Mr. Wright.
That sounds homophobic.
Homophobic, homosexual.
Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player.
Oh yeah, he plays
These days,
piano.
I'm just in my flop era.
I didn't realize his
little
hat
guy.
said Papa.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
the
a little
dilf.
birthday boy, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, how could this have happened?
The Alzalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. I know Phoenix is going through a rough time, but he showed up for court in sweatpants and sandals. Also, the
And
judge.
you know he's wearing socks under those sandals.
Oh yeah.
Also, the judge has seen Phoenix accused of murder twice. At this point, he should be like, "So who framed you this time?"
I won't speak of it further then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne.
To think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains.
Ah, Winston Payne. Subtle as ever, I see.
Excuse me, sometimes my tongue just goes blah, blah. The crime occurred at the Borscht Bow Club, a Russian restaurant.
The BBC.
That's me, the defendant Phoenix Wright, took the victim a customer. And he hit him, wham, on the smack head. Killed him cold.
On the smack head.
On the smack head.
Not that
WWE
one.
smack head.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 16 bits. Pain. Oh, this must be easy mode. Not for Apollo Justice.
A customer at the restaurant, you say?
Yeah, Dark Jade, it is interesting that Phoenix is the first person to really remember Winston Payne from a previous game and acknowledge it. Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix only knows one song, it's only 10 seconds long, it only uses 3 keys, and Phoenix can't even play it well.
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns.
He just does that over and over and over until people
Either
pay him enough
that-
to stop.
That or chopsticks or the right hand of Fur Elise.
Did you say the super?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the defendant, you say he was?
The pianist for the club, it seems.
Phoenix Wright. A pianist?
He's a penis.
This
Penis?
is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice.
I'm so upset that Phoenix Wright is a pianist in this game, not because it's a downgrade for him, but it means that Marin and Soupy are going to get to play around with that for the rest of this game.
You're gonna play with his pianist?
No!
I can't wait to watch him play with his pianist.
Oh
Jesus.
no. Not that.
That is the sound of someone who has drawn Phoenix Wright playing with his pianist many times.
No.
I love the return
Stop
of the grape
it,
juice.
Dill.
The grape juice is a great running gag. Deuce, thank you for the 25 bits. Did the murder did the murder happen in the pegging dungeon of the restaurant? Okay.
Yes.
There's only one pegatorium and it's in the prison.
But maybe the pegatorium and the pegging dungeon could be two different things.
Oh, okay.
There also
yeah.
is a separate back room of the restaurant.
So wait, hold on. Is the Borscht restaurant like a double like restaurant and dungeon? Like, let's go get some food and then maybe have some kinky sex.
Basically,
All right.
they say they're playing poker back there, but we know what's actually going on.
It's actually poke her.
I need to find the thing that I drew of this a long time ago.
Well, the men having sex in the poker room or whatever.
It's like it was like from Law and Order. There was like this part where Ice-T he's talking to another guy and he's like, "You guys weren't playing poker. You guys were having sex." So I redrew that as Apollo Justice Phoenix, like way back in the day.
Thank you, Dust Brawl and Atsalogria for bonking Marin and Soupy. And Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. So, Dilphasaur, you regret agreeing to be in this yet?
No.
But nice
I'm
try.
just here for the laughs.
Yeah.
And to see my short king.
The Short King.
He's fine.
The
Oh,
great-
that's
Fine.
neat. Grape juice is. I was too busy distracted. Grape juice is apparently our defendant's drink of choice.
Yes, one thing to note, Dilphasaur, is that when Marin has 1 or 2 lines of dialogue, it'll take a good 10 minutes.
Shut up.
No. This is all fun. I was on the Phoenix Wright Kink meme in 2008.
Hell
This
yeah.
is nothing
Back in the
new.
day.
Yeah. We've been We've been here for a while.
We are steep in this.
We are Phoenix Wright tea. We are the
Yes.
tea. The funk of our fandom.
The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence.
The deadly bottle. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Incidentally, the grape juice is actually grape juice in Japanese. Shu Takumi is doing double subversion with the wine censorship, and grape juice is also his favorite drink. Yes, it has
Speaking
come
of
up a few
Short King.
times. Yeah. Deadly bottle added to the court record. Type weapons submitted as evidence by Prosecutor Payne. He's got a photo as well. Hang on, I haven't looked in his evidence yet.
Oh.
The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. I'm now just reminded of the screen in SVU where Ice-T's character explains cruising to the other detectives, and he gets questioned by Munch on how exactly he knows so much about it.
That means you're gay.
That means
That
you're
means
gay.
you're gay. Something to note, Justice. That means you're gay. All evidence is filed in the court record. What a good mentor. So nice.
That's
Make a
the
practice
evidence.
of checking it frequently.
The evidence is there. Look at it. All right, we've got his badge.
Take this case and look at the evidence.
Type
And
other.
I got
one of my
news for you. That means you're gay.
We got the iced tea. Thank you so much, Oversolar, for cashing in your star chips for an iced tea.
means
How
you're
long?
gay.
How long did I yearn for one of these? Just putting it on makes me feel ready. And we've got a 3D. Oh, a 3D badge. Very
I
nice.
forgot about this.
One of my favorite aspects. Oh, Insidious Pie, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream.
There's a number inscribed on the back of the badge. There are many numbers like it, but this one is mine. Proof that I'm an attorney.
All right.
To tell the truth, I get a happy feeling inside just looking at it.
Oh, all that money you spent. It's just a little piece of wood now.
Smith's autopsy report. Type reports received during the preliminary hearing. The time of death was around 2 a.m., April 17th. Death caused by a single blow to the forehead. Victim's name, Shady Smith, age...
Shadi?
Oh, Shadi? I'm sorry. Shardy Smith.
This guy's shady.
Soupy said shady earlier, so I assumed it was shady. Insidious Pie, thank you for resubscribing
remember.
for 26 months there. 26 months already. That's super special. Awesome. Thank you so much.
That's like almost 3 babies.
Whoa,
Jesus.
baby.
Estimated time of death, April 17th between 1:45 a.m. and 2:15 a.m. So we got half an hour area of, what do you call it? Error?
Murder.
Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging resulting from blunt trauma to forehead. And knowing this Phoenix Wright, it probably was a real blunt.
Yeah.
He got bonked to death.
Oh no, careful guys with those bunks.
Too
Yeah.
horny.
That's why we got the cooldown.
I am T.I.
don't
Thank you
die.
for the follow. I think that's how you say this name. I do apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Eampt Tai? I'm sorry. All right. Next one.
Also, I saw my friend Lou in the chat.
Shout out to
Dirty
Lou.
Old blood. Rise up.
Crime photo 1. Type photographs received during the preliminary hero. The sub-basement at the Borscht Bowl Club. Touch the check button for details.
The pegging dungeon.
There he is.
There's the pegging dungeon. Pegged
Okay.
too hard.
It looks like
With the
he was playing
bottle.
cards, but there's a chair over here, which implies maybe there was another person there.
Oh, I wonder.
You
Mr.
know, there's a card game called Cribbage where there is like actually a way of scoring points that's called pegging.
I could have been pegging this whole time.
You could have been, I could teach you how to play too.
Oh my god, I could peg you. I don't even need to ask for permission.
It's
Wow.
20 points.
I'm encouraged to peg without permission in this game.
Mr. Snikey,
That's
thank
not
you for the.
good.
Yeah, don't. Mr. Snikey,
That's not good.
no. Mr. Snikey,
I like, you know what? I like consensual pegging.
thank you.
So maybe I won't play cribbage.
Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 10 bits. He got bonged to death. Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix got smacked in the head with a fire extinguisher and survived. And thank you for bonking, Marin, Cyber Rosacha. Phoenix got smacked in the head with a fire extinguisher and survived with amnesia, but this guy got hit with a glass bottle and died?
Phoenix Wright also fell off a bridge and caught a cold. Like, I just,
Yeah.
he
Phoenix
didn't
Wright
break
has
a single
incredible-
bone.
Phoenix has an incredibly hard head.
It's
be
very hard bones.
I think he might actually be like one of the Eternals or something.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. The front Borscht Bowl Club, the back Phoenix Bong Club. PCB. All right, and then there's the Deadly Bottle. Great.
ABC.
Papa Boris, thank
Penis
you for the
Butt Club.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Well, Phoenix has a very thick skull. That's true. Grape juice bottle used as the murder weapon bears the defendant Mr. Wright's prints, because obviously he was getting crunk on grapes.
Crunk.
All right.
Do you think he
Oh, yeah.
he turned the bottle into a bomb?
Probably.
He would.
The bottle is completely empty.
I definitely think that Phoenix keeps weed in his socks.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's like, "Ooh, I
He
got
shows
my sock weed.
he shows people his badge, but then it doubles as a grinder. He just opens it up and is like, "What's up?"
He
Yeah.
doesn't tell people who he's sharing the blood with that it was in his socks until after.
Man, for sock weed, this is good stuff.
And they're like, "It's what weed?"
The
He's
court.
like, hey, be glad I didn't give you the pussy weed this time.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that's Broad City. That's
I
not
know,
me.
but you are referencing it.
The court record. Right. I've heard of that.
Go yell at Alana. Don't yell at
Yeah,
me.
Alana came on my stream and said
Yeah.
that.
The spirit of Alana possessed Marin.
Ugh.
Use the court record button to look at the evidence so far.
Vic, thanks for the bit. How the bottle didn't break if that killed a man. I think that's meant to be intentionally discrepancy.
I'm confident in your ability to handle this,
In,
but not my ability to say the line.
in professional wrestling, they frequently use weapons, and there's this guy Mick Foley, probably my favorite pro wrestler of all time, who was known for doing hardcore sort of wrestling, like really very violent, a lot of weapons involved, but he's like a teddy bear in real life. But there was one, and frequently in like companies like ECW where they encourage this sort of thing, fans would throw things or give things to the wrestlers, and they would use those in the match. Like, they wouldn't... It's not like they'd veto what people would give them. One time, a guy gives a bottle to this guy, Sabu, who was wrestling Mick Foley. And they spend a good solid, like, minute or two where Sabu is hitting him in the head with the bottle, trying to make it break, and it will not break, no matter how many times he hits him. And Mick Foley can't just be like, stop hitting me with a bottle. So Sabu is just like, dunk, 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 and it just doesn't break for like 2 minutes. It's crazy. So I can believe that it wouldn't break, but also I think it's meant to be intentionally...
And that bottle grew up to be the star of Apollo Justice. Case 1.
Wow. That is such a heartwarming story of representation.
Yes.
Real representation.
I'm glad for the ball. I'm
It all
Sydney.
started
I
with
hope.
WWE.
Well, that was
Dreams
not
can't come true.
WWE.
WCW.
I'm Sydney. I hope that your resume work goes well. I'm sorry that you have to stress yourself out doing that. Did you say
Sydney,
this?
you just gotta like blow yourself up. You gotta be like, yeah, if you worked
You just
at
gotta
a,
lie.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like if you worked at a cash register, you'd be like, I handled cash and balanced bullshit every day and made sure that theft was prevented because I'm very cool. Like, you gotta fucking bouge up the resume. That's all.
Did you say
I
this?
did say this.
Bougie
Okay.
translate.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Just going to put this out there. The lip of the bottle is called the annulus, and the bottom is called the punt. Do with that as you will, Marin, Soupy, and chat. Also, that wrestling story reminds me of the bit in The Simpsons in the cult episode where they can't knock out Homer even with 3 bats. Yes, Homer Simpson, much like Phoenix Wright, a guy with very strong bones.
So wait, the analyst, the lip of the bottle.
Right,
is
the court record button. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action.
So the victim was a customer at this restaurant. But just who was this Shoddy Smith fellow?
He looks like a
He's
JoJo
terrible.
character.
He's the worst.
He literally is the worst. I hate this guy more than I hate anyone in Ace Attorney.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor.
Traveler? I hate this guy more than I hate Godot. And I hate Godot.
Wow.
What a shame, kitten.
Okay.
God.
According to
Oh,
his
no.
passport, he'd been out of the country for a number of years.
Karina, who's your least favorite Ace Attorney character?
That's a great question. I'm gonna have to think about it. I can't remember all of them.
I'll give you time.
Yeah. I'll get back to you.
Sure.
My least favorite is Phoenix Wright.
But I am a Godot defender.
Oh,
My favorite
okay.
is Phoenix Wright, but
Are
also
you
my
horny
least-
for Godot?
I just think he's hot.
Okay,
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
but
I know
fair.
he's
Not
an
as-
asshole, but I'd still let him spit in my mouth.
He would do that. He would do that.
Yes. Oh, this is the thirst
is
I
not-
come for.
He's not even in like my list of top 10 hottest prosecutors, and I don't even need
Wow.
to include Von Karma in that
What
list.
about Pain? Where is Pain?
I
Where's Pain on this
I
list?
made a list somewhere.
Well, this version of
And-
Pain is the
and
hottest,
Pain-
obviously.
Pain
Yeah.
and Von Karma are not on the list.
Oh, they just don't even qualify. You had to pass the hot prosecutor qualifiers.
Totori Ruto, thank you for the bit. Let's not get started on all the stuff Foley did in Japan. Yes, including getting blown up by supposed like C4 explosives and getting on a plane, getting home to his wife, and her saying, "What's burning?" And he goes, "It's me," because she can smell the burning hair on his arm still.
Jesus.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the
Damn.
5 bits. I concur with what Soupy said. I assume it
Thank
was
you.
about Godot. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. He'd spit hot coffee.
Ugh. Ugh.
Anyway, Pain.
I can't handle
So,
spit and thinking about
Caffeination
spit.
and sexual satisfaction.
What a
Pain.
deal.
Pain.
Oh, that's me.
He had only returned to this country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. I was distracted by Godot spitting in mouths.
Wait, you were distracted? Are you really?
Yeah. Somehow.
And he had some sort of connection with the defendant.
Oh shit. Speaking of ADD, I need to medicate. I'll be right back.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, we're just taking a brief reprieve while Marin is taking medication. Obviously, very important.
Everybody,
to take
if you haven't taken your medication today, take your medication.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what we could say. I'm very stunned by the situation Phoenix is in. He's gotten
Just
himself
sit
into
tight
a.
and you wait.
So wait, Soupy, clarify for me, because this whole time leading into this game, you've said this happens like right after basically Trials and Tribulations. It doesn't?
This case happened 7 years later.
Oh,
But
okay.
Phoenix loses his
Yeah.
badge like
Oh.
2 weeks after the end of investigations.
Okay.
And this is almost 7 years to the day of him losing his badge.
So he is 7 years older, but he has been unemployed for that long as well, essentially.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
just been fucking around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm genuinely
Yeah,
stunned because
so-
this whole time I've been expecting this to be right after.
In all of the Ace Attorney timeline, Phoenix Wright, like between when Phoenix Wright like becomes a lawyer and like the end of like Ace Attorney 6, in that time, Phoenix has been not a lawyer longer than he has been a lawyer.
Okay. Too Many Birdie, thank you for the follow. Totori Ruto, thank you for the 3 bits. I think this might be my favorite version of Phoenix. I am intrigued because honestly, if I'd known about this going into this game when it first came out, I would have been very resistant to it. But knowing
You should
that
have seen this was very divisive in the fandom.
I'll bet. knowing that this is a essentially now a footnote of sorts in his career and his life, it's nice to know this isn't where he ends up, but it's interesting to
Just
see.
one of his many shenanigans.
But can you imagine the despair of like everybody who loved Phoenix Wright and just found out that he was no longer a lawyer? That was basically me between like 2007 and 2013.
Yeah, it was
like
so long between games.
Yep.
I wish I know I was online when the game was like announced and news of it was coming out. And I wish I had it documented somewhere, but it's not on my DeviantArt journal, so it must have been on my Zanga, which doesn't exist
boy.
anymore. And I'm like, oh, what I would give to see like 13-year-old Karina's initial reaction to Phoenix Wright losing his job.
Dark Jade compares it to Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2, because obviously those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
after Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid 1, you're like, oh, I can't wait for the further adventures of Otacon and Snake, and then it's the adventures of Raiden and his girlfriend. But
But at least
obviously,
they announced the Phoenix thing like well in advance, right?
so what,
didn't they,
Raiden was a
like,
total
made it-
surprise?
I don't know. That's what I was under the impression of, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Interestingly, and I've talked about this on previous streams, but my first experience with Metal Gear Solid 2, and everybody's very shocked when I mention this because I feel like this must have just been for the European version of the game. When I started playing that game, it said, have you played Metal Gear Solid or any of the other Metal Gear games? And I was like, no. So I selected no. It skips the prologue with Snake, and it just drops you in as Raiden. And so I was like, okay, this Raiden guy must be the main character.
Damn.
So I was like, okay, I'm on board with it. Who's this Snake guy? I've heard about that
I think
guy.
you got punked.
I did get punked, but it made me more accepting of him. So I feel like playing this within the context of a greater narrative. I'm more accepting of everything that's happening. All right, we got a few bit messages. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Phoenix, wait, I was employed? Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Martin, if Phoenix is a stoner now, please just once say that old Yami line. Yes, I do smoke marijuana. It's good stuff. Please, just once. I love that episode. Well, thank you. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Since losing his license to practice law, Phoenix has been spending those 7 years making Steel Samurai the Rich series.
Oh no.
That's why he and Miles
Edgeworth is
didn't
his
talk.
only fan.
God.
And Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Out of curiosity, if a character showing up for the last time and it's not a spoiler, i.e. this character is showing up the last time because they get stabbed, is it okay to mention that? So if it's just their last appearance and it's not because they're dying, yeah, I don't feel like there's any issue in saying that.
We did a series wrap on Gumshoe last time, so yeah.
You said
We'll
this?
see him briefly in this game.
Did you say this, Mary?
I don't know. Well, that too is unclear at present, Your Honor. Don't forget to medicate. Take your pills and hydrate, baby.
Baby.
We believe they first met at the Bourge de Bowl Club on the night of the crime.
If they had only just met, then why murder?
Azulmagi, thank you for the
Didn't
5
like
bits.
his vibes.
Failed the vibe check.
He sure did. Azulmagi, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh, okay. This is Winston Payne's final appearance in the series.
Oh, good riddance.
All right.
Good for him.
He got out of it.
Never come back.
Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing.
That would be grounds for murder.
But maybe he was like, I don't like chopsticks. Can you play something else?
No.
Even though he does fucking suck, that does not appear to have been the case.
I'm gonna play chopsticks louder.
I'm gonna play double chopsticks.
What does that mean?
Hi, Poker. Hello.
No. The motive had nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. That's what it sounds like when you forget what you're doing in the middle of a word.
The motive.
At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean.
Yep. Playing cards.
It just looks like there's a guy made of brick in the middle there.
He looks so
It's just kind of in a
relaxed.
human shape.
He's
It
like,
does
oh,
look
I
like-
love poker night with the guys. Good time.
As we can see, this game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. There were two boys there, and one of them was made out of brick.
Wait a second. Is that a guy made of bricks?
That's what I just said, Your Honor.
Is it poker? Gambling?
Oh. Phoenix
you're in
Wright.
trouble. Phoenix
Sinner.
Wright.
That's a crime in and of itself.
First you masturbate, probably, and now this?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to my gotcha games.
I gotta catch some wives on the Genshin Impacts.
The
Indeed.
judge loves Genshin Impact.
He's so fucking basic. Why aren't you playing New Carnival? Or whatever the fuck the game,
Who says
the
I'm
adult
not
game one
playing
is.
New
Marion,
Carnival?
Marion, can you turn your game down slightly?
Oh, now you want my game down, you silly boy.
Indeed. It appears our
You
defendant.
didn't have to go that far. But... Mr. Snikey,
It's
thank you.
literally just the tiniest little bit.
Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 10 bits. IS, the rock equivalent in the Phoenix Wright universe, the brick. And Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. They played poker with obscure Spider-Man villain, The Wall. Yes, Phoenix exists in the Marvel universe. Capcom versus Marvel.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Has fallen to become the basest sort of criminal.
He's calling me
Yes,
based.
poker
I am
player.
based.
Based criminal.
Oh,
He believes
an
trans
objection.
rights
The
are
first
human
objection of the
rights.
game.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in the game of poker with the victim.
I didn't even hear it.
Yet it was only that. A game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
A what?
Like, what?
Everybody only murders or does crimes in this universe. They're like, what is a competition? What?
How do people have friendly game? What is friendly?
Yes, a test of wits. A silent clash of passions.
A
Most
silent?
clashes of passions
A
I
murder.
have are not silent.
Okay, I get the feeling Christoph is like an author or something, the way he talks.
Yeah, Christoph
No, he's just an
mansplaining
asshole.
poker.
A test of wits.
You see, you idiot.
Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Holy shit. This guy.
Reading his
This
reports.
fucking guy.
guy.
He's my favorite. Come again?
The cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honor. He's trying to be fucking poetic, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck he's even saying.
I'm trying.
Have you read
okay?
this man's court reports?
Leave me alone.
He doesn't refer to us by name. Sometimes they'll just call me the brunette.
I'm feeling a little murdery, Mr. Payne.
I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present.
Sure
He trying to be
was.
cool. And he's
You
not
think?
cool. I'm cool. And I also impress women.
Wait, so
He's trying to impress women, but he's not doing it.
I like the
I'm
idea.
impressing
No, no, that's not.
There's not a single woman in this chat, let alone one that is impressed.
Nobody is typing.
I like the idea of Kristoff getting up in court and being like, here's my opening statement, ladies.
That will be our first order of business here, then. Identify these women and ask them what the fuck's going on. And also to find out more about this fatal game of cards.
Oh, shadow game.
Murder.
It was a penalty game. Look at that smirk.
Very well, defendant. You will testify to the court about the poker competition held the night of the crime.
I gotta talk about card games? What?
Yep.
Yeah.
you
You
thought you
can't
could get
escape.
away from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Oh,
But you
speaking of
can't,
card
you get
games, I got a really cool. Well, first of all, I can't show you the dual disc because Tilly's lying on it. But Marin got me a belated. Well, they ordered it for my birthday, but it arrived like a few months later. But they got me a dual disc pillow. It's cushion. It's really
It
comfy.
wasn't released until like last
Yeah,
week.
I was
it
like, on
only just came
pre-order.
out.
Yeah.
But I also got from our friend Tiana, a great voice actress. You might be able to hear her in JoJo's, right? She's
Yeah,
the bad
in
guy.
the new JoJo. She's the villain in the new.
The villain in the new
JoJo.
JoJo. But she got us a pot of greed. We were taking care of her at Pooch, Perigi. You might have heard her on one of my Death Stranding streams. But we got an actual pot of greed. I'm going to hold it up to the camera there. You can actually see. Look at the detail. It's so cool.
Sugoi.
So sugoi. It's so greedy.
Ooh.
What a pot of greed.
Yeah,
Perfect, because it is
fucking
420 in the game, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing.
Domino Effect, thank you for the follow. And Void Adept, thank you for the bits. But what does it do, LK? It allows me to have a nice drink.
Take a drink.
The competition. Huh? What's that? What?
Ooh, we're gonna shove Phoenix. We're
I
gonna
am a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers over at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition in there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play a game of poker using 2 decks of cards. That's all it is. A game. And our customers are happy.
Then why so fucking secretive? You got a secret poker back room.
Interesting. Is that something people do? They play poker with 2 decks of cards?
I
I can't
No.
remember why they say they do it in here.
He'll probably explain it.
Yeah, I was just curious
I
if that
mean,
was an
there
actual
are-
thing.
There are games of blackjack where you can play with 2 decks or 8 decks, so I'm sure that there are games of poker where you can play with 1 deck or 2 deck.
I'm sure it's an anti-cheating measure.
My
It's probably harder
poker
to play
face.
too. Oh.
Well, so then people can't just, bring in, cards if
Oh,
they
right.
don't,
I see.
if they
I
don't know
see.
what deck is going to be used.
Gotcha.
Mm.
A penis who can't play piano?
You got me. I was a lawyer who couldn't do law, so
I'm just imagining him slamming his dick on the keys.
what the
So
fuck?
that's why it sounds bad. No hands.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I have
Meridian,
problems reaching the octave too, Phoenix.
thank you, Lena Kara.
My dick can't go that far that fast either.
Lena Kara, thank you for bonking, Marin. Meridian, thank you for the follow.
Just because you got horny from it doesn't mean I'm horny.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not horny, Marin. The Void Adept. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Yeah, in semi-professional and pro games, the game uses 2 or more sealed packs of cards shuffled together. That's fascinating. I did not know that.
Yeah, it makes it harder to bluff.
Gotcha.
would
And
imagine.
Totori Ruto, thank you for the bit. Look, Ma, no hands.
Or easier to bluff, harder to read bluffs.
Yeah.
Better than a defense attorney who can't defend.
Now that is honestly Payne's sickest burn ever. I think that might be his best line. Mr. Snikey, thank
Yeah,
you for-
he peaked right here.
they had to take him out of the games because he just gotten too
Yeah, he
good.
was too good.
Yeah.
Mr. Snikey, thank you for the 10 bits. Look, Maya, no hands, bad piano sounds. Why is he showing Maya? Oh,
Maya's like, not again.
What are you talking about? Maya taught him how to play.
are you kidding me?
She's like, and you just flop your dick out onto the keys.
He probably came home and she was playing. He was like, "Wow, that's so beautiful.
And it's
How
just
do you
like, hey,
play
Nick,
that?"
no hands.
I wish I could block all of this behind a psyche lock. Thank you for bonking Soupy Azelmagia.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
An hour in. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Payne, shut the fuck up. He beat you every time you met. But now he's on the other end of the stick. Thank you for the head pat, Lena Kara. I appreciate the encouragement. I'm doing all right. Don't worry about me. I am hanging in there.
You are hostage.
Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it.
We just come onto Martin's own Twitch stream and we just bully him.
That's accurate.
Are you all right? You're sweating bullets.
Bullets? Where?
The fire's shooting at us! It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too.
You just suck.
My brain feels strained and raspy, sir.
You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. I'm not even a religious man or anything, but all I can say about this is y'all need Jesus. Seriously, what is this stream anymore? That is a valid question.
We found Kawaii Black Jesus last time.
Yeah.
That was a
He's
user in the
cool.
chat for anyone who is not. Marin tends to not bother with context.
Why should I?
Though you've never done one yourself, have you? Care for a refresher?
What to do? Should I ask Mr. Gavin for a refresher course in cross-examination?
Do you guys want to do a refresher?
It's just the tutorial, so you don't
Does-
have to if you don't want to.
It's up to y'all.
No, we're good.
That's one no.
I say no.
I don't care.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
skip.
No.
We know how this goes.
No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one covered.
I think you'd better do more than think. You know it or you do not. I think something
Nice.
Yoda something.
Damn, got him.
I'm fine. The cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons, press and present.
Shove Phoenix Wright down on the ground.
He is very cute, Apollo Justice, I have to say. He's got cute facial expressions.
I do like his facial expressions. Yeah.
He's just a little cutie patootie 5 foot tall short king.
He's just a little birthday boy.
You're gonna give him.
I
a
hold him
piggyback
in my
ride.
hand.
You're gonna give him a piggyback ride, make him a grilled cheese, and then
Yeah.
just rock his world.
Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, and reveal them to the court. That is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it.
Inconsistencies, lies. Phoenix Wright?
He would
Piano.
never.
As if.
Venus.
Phoenix Wright would never lie, and it's up to me to prove it.
You are making very big claims about your client that you just met.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Apollo Justice is the Tails to Phoenix Wright's Sonic.
Phoenix
The
Wright just
competition.
dated boozy Sonic.
Well, Edgeworth is the Knuckles, obviously.
Oh,
The competition.
I would really love to see Knuckles in a cravat.
I'm guessing we're pressing.
I think we're pressing, yeah.
Shove him.
Oh, his little hold it.
You can hardly play. Oh, I play sometimes, when customers demand it. So I play them one song. That's usually all they want, because I'm so
Next
bad.
game, they're all gonna have voice actors.
Weird, right? I mean, they
Yeah.
technically have voice actors. They're just not
Well,
saying
they're
much.
just Capcom staff right now.
Totori,
Oh, yeah.
Totori Ruto, thank you for the bit. Phoenix is the king of the bullshit. There you go.
Maybe Miles is Amy Rose.
But that,
So does
I
that make
mean-
Maya Knuckles?
Was that supposed to be a boast just now? The title of pianist is a mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large.
Yeah, people really respect pianists.
And why are you really at the Borscht Bowl Club?
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. See, I told you, not very good. Only knows one song, only 3 seconds long. I called it. Way to go, Papa.
And it's only 3 notes because that's all he can reach.
Okay.
It's the first few notes of Welcome to the Black Parade.
They pay you just to play poker?
That would seem to be the case. I am a professional, after all.
The other day, we were joking about singing Wonderwall at a campfire. Because it was a Phasmophobia. There's a guitar next to a campfire, and we were playing it. And they were like, "All right, time for Wonderwall." And my Scottish friend bends over the guitar and starts going, "When I was a young boy." We're like, "That's not Wonderwall."
Good try, though.
It was a good try.
Too Many Birdie asks if Big the cat is Gumshoe.
Yes.
But we all know, of course. We all know, of course, that Rouge the Bat is Mia.
Yes.
She got the baps for it.
Yes.
She got the range.
The Bats. Avoid Adept, thank you for the
I
bit.
want to draw it.
Well, don't let us discourage you. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. If they pay extra, Phoenix will play hands-free. Take that as you will. Did you say this, Marin?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Bah! See, you gotta draw Phoenix playing piano.
Jesus. He's just stood up.
With which
not-
hand?
Do I detect pride in that statement?
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. And Missile instead of Froggy.
Aw.
It's just hard work. It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine.
And of course, Von Karma as Robotnik. Yes, your imagination was always a bit limited, Winston.
Blah, blah, blah.
I played poker for 7 years in that little room.
He got that job right after he fucking quit.
And I've
Whatever.
never lost once.
When he quit or whatever.
What?
Spoilers.
So the implication is this guy probably cheated and Phoenix supposedly got mad and hit him with a bottle because he's like, I never lose.
Where we're going.
He's the king of games.
You see why the customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw.
I really do want Yami Yugi to bash someone's head in with a wine bottle.
I mean, he set
Kinda
someone
weird
on
that he never
fire.
did.
He set someone on fire with the alcohol. So
Molotov
Set many
cocktail?
people on fire.
that is, I'm quite a draw.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, you've never lost once? Not even one time? To Raphael in season 4?
Sorry,
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh, baby.
right.
As I said, I'm a professional.
He's played poker for 7 years and not lost once.
What a
He's like,
claim from
I
a
played
cybernetic
one
bar.
game 7 years ago, and I played one game 2 days ago, and I never lost.
Undefeated.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Is that even possible?
Cybernetic Flower claims that Hobo Phoenix is the only fuckable Phoenix.
Oh,
What do we think about that?
Oh,
I
that's
don't
not
agree.
I don't agree.
Like, I'm not gonna say that
Trilogy's
he's
not
more
the
fuckable.
only one.
Yeah.
Trilogy Phoenix is extremely toppable.
All forms of Phoenix are fuckable, but
Yes.
which
In
one?
different ways.
Yes, I do like the 3-piece suit Phoenix.
I would like to cup classic Phoenix's butt.
Great. He probably has the best ass then because he's definitely cycling.
No, we've
a
seen
lot.
that Edgeworth statue.
Well, yes, I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah,
that
because
Phoenix-
Edgeworth always takes the stairs, so you know he has an amazing ass.
Yes, I'm just saying that Phoenix
And
Wright
Phoenix
would
bicycles, so yeah.
be peak ass. Peak
Yeah.
ass for Phoenix Wright would be trilogy, I think.
The anime version is the least fuckable.
Yes, that is 100%. Because his
Yeah,
eyes are always looking in two different directions.
Papa
I have
Boris.
the same problem.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Oh, just for this case, can Phoenix have Kaiba's voice? I'm gonna say no. Just for laughs, I mean it works undefeated in a card game. Sent someone to hospital over said card game, supposedly, and is the bad guy. He said, no, I'm gonna stick with what
Phoenix
I'm
is
doing.
poor.
The room where we play and the competition in there.
You can do the Kaiba voice for Great Ace Attorney. We'll switch. I'll be Ryunosuke.
The room in... I don't know who any of that is. The room in the crime scene photo is an attraction? It has quite a history, actually. Sorry, Papa. The Borscht Bowl Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day. Black market?
His little face.
All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays.
Is Phoenix saying that crime has just stopped happening?
They have some really weird
I
ideas
don't.
about crime. And
I don't
Well,
believe in crime.
I think he's just saying that, like, it's more on the dark web, the black market as it used to exist.
It's all on the internet now.
He's like, I could buy so much crime online.
Suffice to say that there
He's
were...
like, have you been to Google? You can find any crime on there.
Oh, live action Phoenix is cute as fuck, honestly. Like,
Oh, he
audio
is
Oh
drama.
very
yeah,
cute.
totally.
That, honestly, he carries that movie. And I'm not going to say that the movie's bad or anything. Like, I enjoy
No,
that
you're not
movie.
very good.
Yeah. Also,
It's not a
I'm
good
posting
movie.
official art of Phoenix's ass in the chat.
Oh. Hi.
Papa Boris.
Oh,
Which one?
that's good.
Oh,
That's
good for him.
That
Yeah.
little shot is my
Oh.
AM3 icon.
He's got like a nice bubble butt going on. though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
very round. Good job, Phoenix.
Lucky
Keep it
horse. Papa Boris.
up. Lucky
And
Herschel.
Edgeworth is just like, I wish I was that horse.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 9 bits. Well, then, to make up for that blunder, it wasn't a blunder. I'm not going to change the voice. I will make this joke
Edgeworth is
instead.
like-
Press and present refers to Phoenix's ass.
I'm imagining Edgeworth on his hands and knees, and then Phoenix just on top of Edgeworth, but his like balls are on the top of
They're like-
the back of Edgeworth's head, and
like,
he's
is-
like, "I
is this
regret
sex?
this."
Are we doing sex right now?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to think that Professor Layton saw that ass and was like, that reminds me of a puzzle. I
How
have
much
2
lube
cakes.
Would an ass take lube?
Which one is the heavier cake? Thank you for bonking Marin Frankenstein. I do appreciate it, Frankenstein.
Suffice to say that there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that room.
Whoa. Under
A
the
smoky room,
table.
gambling hoods. Just looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
There's a dead body
Like
right
Grandma,
there.
let's
The
give
vibes are
to your
bad.
PC.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Well, that image is going in the wank bank. Thanks, Soupy. Tonight's going to be a fun night. Also, what would Layton's ass puzzle be like then? Like I said, guessing the weight
How
of those
many
cakes.
fingers?
And
No.
also,
does
you're
it
welcome.
take?
I want to take... This would be a great reaction image, honestly. Looking at this picture makes me feel bad.
Yes.
The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through the small window.
Wow, Phoenix, you are caught up in some shit.
The goon is actually the brick guy.
That goon has a name, and it's the Thing.
Stolas, thank you for cashing in your free real estate. I assume you're referring to Phoenix's butt.
And that thing has a name. It's the guy.
I can practically picture it now. That window does look like it would be good for keeping a lookout, but little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to our regulars. At any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history.
Phoenix does have a pretty crazy neck in this game.
Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun.
Oh, so that was what happened
Yeah.
before. Okay.
Hoo-ha!
And Samurai Tiger, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a
Hoo-ha!
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit.
Hoo-ha.
Phoenix left because Maya stopped getting arrests, so he had no idea how to work from that point on. The Void Adept, thank you for
Like
the bit.
Maya paid him in the first place.
Right. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. To quote the late Sean Locke, that's a challenging wank.
I can do it though.
You can count on Baron.
I love how he's like, hold it! Like, wait!
It's because he's trying to reach the top of the bench.
He's like, hey, wait!
He keeps falling over.
2 decks of cards.
He's definitely standing on a box right now.
A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards.
There's something else I noticed.
You're hot today.
Your neck. It's fucking banging today, Mr. Wright.
He looks a different way. It's like, damn.
In addition to the cards on the table, there are some lying scattered on the floor. Precisely. Cards on the table, cards upon the floor,
Let the bodies hit the floor.
each one forming a complete deck. A crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards.
Here he goes again.
God, shut
It's
up.
poetic, really. I'm poetic, really.
I appreciate the effort he goes to, but come the fuck on.
Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards at the club. Monsters and trap cards. One deck of cards was red, Slifer red, the other obelisk blue.
And I love a good red-blue pairing, so I make them make out sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just like Sonic and Knuckles.
yep.
You know, unlike Phoenix, Edgeworth doesn't chuckle. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Cards on the table, cards on the floor. Here I am, stuck in the courtroom with you. I don't know how it goes.
As I recall, in poker you make 5-card hands.
You been gambling, Judge?
You don't know me. I
You're
just play
so
my gotcha
accurate.
games.
Vegas.
Leave me alone with my new carnival.
Let's go to Pachanga.
I can see how it would be easy to cheat.
Pachanga Casino and Resort.
Sometimes they give me the free buffet, and I'm like, ooh, there's prime rib here.
Yes, a game of hands. Huh?
I was
Man.
the Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Is it just me, or does Phoenix getting into shady, illegal poker matches sound more like the kind of thing that Maya would do? I feel like Phoenix would just be there to keep Maya and Pearl from breaking a chair over someone's head, and also because he likes the brand of grape juice they sell at the club.
Maya's running things
No,
from the shadows.
Pearl's is totally the mafia leader.
You know what? You're right.
Hi, Mr. Nick, get over there. It's quite a distraction.
Pearls runs the room, right? And then Maya was the one doing the job for the summer, but then Phoenix got disbarred and she was like, oh, I've got to leave for school. So you can take my job, Phoenix. And that's how he got the job.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse, Mr. Nick.
Oh shit, the end.
This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently.
Red Spade, thank you for the 5 bits. Illegal shady poker matches. What is this poker night at the inventory? I would love Phoenix Wright to be in that game.
That'd be so good.
That's right. It was a simple game after all.
Are you sure?
Now, Karina revealed something very shocking to me before the stream, which was that the voice, the Japanese voice of Apollo Justice is the same voice as Jade and Yuki from GX in the Japanese, right?
Yeah.
And the one other thing I know about Apollo Justice is that he has like these backstories, these tragic backstories.
Many of them, yes.
Jaden also has multiple
Plural.
tragic backstories. In the manga, he has a different backstory. He's got the whole like the Dark King thing going on. He's very similar to
Yeah.
Apollo Justice.
They're both red.
Yeah. That's so many layers.
Yeah. And he's also Urianger in Final Fantasy XIV, which is just like the opposite voice. of
Getteth your
Apollo.
gameth on.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
essentially.
wow. He got the range.
The Void
He
Adept.
got the range.
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Pearls.
Break their fucking legs, Mr. Nick. I'm gonna bury him next to where I put Jimmy Hoffa. Huh?
People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice.
They are in these games.
Defendant, you were in the room the very moment the crime occurred.
Vic, thank you for the bit. Now you need to rap as Jaden as well. I could never.
Yet you claim no connection to the crime?
My rhymes are bottomless.
Now that's strange.
What's strange?
I was testifying about the competition that night. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules, Your Honor.
I think you're making things up.
Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense.
I completely let that one slip by.
Don't despair yet, Justice.
Sir?
Right. There's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection to the case at hand. And I'd like to hear it from you.
Sure, why not?
Very well. The defendant will amend his testimony.
I'm very concerned about Phoenix because I got very invested in him for those first 3 games, and it seemed like he was having a whale of a time in the background in investigations, and it just doesn't seem like that's happening anymore.
You're having very similar feelings I had like 12 years ago.
Welcome to Apollo Justice.
I'm very worried.
It's weird here.
Not even 12 years ago, like 15.
Just one little press.
And I've got myself a whole new testimony. Sorry, I was like,
This
who
is
is
what
that?
lawyering is.
I plead silence regarding the murder, but I will say I never touched the murder weapon. So is that a new statement?
Yeah, we should check the murder weapon.
It's got his prints on.
Yeah, it's... So we can
All
prevent
right,
that.
yeah, here we go. Whoa!
So, you say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle? Right?
So I said. So he knows the setup, and he's just like feeding Apollo, like, you should object right now.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
being
like,
a shady
tutor-
asshole.
Tutorial case. I've been there, buddy.
Danny, yes, his second name. What is his surname is Justice in this game? What is his name in Japanese?
Odoroki Hosuke.
Yeah.
It means
Alright.
surprising law boy, if I remember correctly.
Surprising law boy.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I do remember back in the day before Apollo Justice got localized, people would try and guess what the name would be. I feel like Just in Case was one of
Yeah.
the like
Yeah,
That's
you know, I think
great.
you're right.
That's
yeah,
great.
like accepted fandom
Yeah.
names.
He's like the reserve. Derek
Oh
Anthony,
my
thank you
God.
for the 10 bits. Does
That's
Apollo?
basically his role later on.
Oh, really? Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Does Apollo have a ponytail, or is it his jacket in some frames? Is that a ponytail?
You got a
That's
great
his
That's the
jacket.
back of his vest.
Ah, okay. Red Spade 83, thank you for the bit. Grape juice, the hot sauce of Phoenix Wright. And Boyest By, thank you for resubscribing with Prime First. 12 months, a year of sub. Thank you so much, Boyest By.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
Pain.
I
I like his piss-colored suit.
It looks like somebody just sneezed on him.
And
Too
pissed on
bad.
him.
Yeah, just pissed and then sneezed and then rubbed them together.
Can't catch a break, huh?
Too bad our new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb.
He just is dumb.
Yeah.
He just is.
What's this, Mr. Payne?
I examined the bottle in question, you see. And it was covered with the defendant's fingerprint.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, Pain with long hair looks weird. Yes, I would agree.
Weirdly sexy.
No. I wish I could close those curtains around his face.
Objection!
Don't need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine.
Time to get your law on.
Jesus Christ.
The Void Adept. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Pain's suit has been eating too much asparagus, judging by that color.
You think it smells the
changes
same?
depending on how
Aw.
hydrated he is.
Ugh. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears and our case.
For the record, I'm not going to be screaming in this. I'm not the kind of guy who screams. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I like Apollo's objection music. Yeah, I'm digging it.
But what about my cords of steel? I want to shout. Anyway. What's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle in a restaurant?
Well, that's true. The prints alone don't.
Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing if they were normal fingerprints.
But they're weird Phoenix Wright fingerprints.
They're tentacle fingerprints.
Yeah, I had weird fingerprints.
What's going on?
It's just the
Phoenix
blue
the
badger.
bathroom in the
Little-
Borstal Club.
It's
His
just-
fingerprints make little dongs.
It's just little blue badger faces on all my fingers. I don't know why. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Get your objection on.
Huh?
But the fingerprints on the murder weapon were upside down.
Turns out Phoenix just has fucked up hands.
Whoa, there's the Phyrexian Rogue. Thank you for cashing in your star chips for a Proto Badger cameo.
Upside down? What does that mean?
Haven't you seen that show Stranger Things? It won't come out for at least another 10 years.
No,
Means
that was like 10 years ago.
We're in the future, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn! It means he was holding the bottle inverted, and there can only be one reason for that.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo, ow, oh. Turn down for what? Sorry, thank you, Ankoku Nomigami, for cashing in your star chips for a turn down for what? Apollo,
I want to shout, let it all out. These are the things I could do without.
Come on. I'm talking to you.
I'm talking to you.
I'm not gonna do Tane voice anymore because I'm tired.
okay, sure.
Yes. To brain someone with a bottle.
I don't
I'm
blame
going
you.
through puberty. My voice is going through enough.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Can someone tell Payne the 70s are over? Hey, this is a great. This is actually exactly how all people in 2023 are going to have their hair. So
Yeah,
he's
you wait.
he's keeping with the times.
This could easily be the
Martin's already-
2070s, and we just don't know because they're still
He's
using
gonna.
Nokias.
I missed that because Marin was going to insult my hair,
I said you're already on your way.
and that's not insulting.
No. Just stating a fact.
Well, I think I went, yeah. Mr. Gavin, I think things just took a turn for the worse.
Oh, I see no problem, Justice.
Yeah, he just pours the grape juice weird.
Huh?
Was
He has
really
weird, fucked up
high.
backward hands. The only thing that matters is the truth.
Yeah, truth.
There's a good reason for everything. You'll see. Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on this bottle to the court?
I like
Isn't
to.
that
Hmm?
Isn't that how you like pull the bottles out of the wine holders?
I
Aren't they
mean,
usually put in.
If you're like a
But
barman, like you can sometimes like flip the bottle and do like a fancy like whoop, like juggling
Yeah.
thing.
I would not trust Phoenix with that.
No,
But
but
that's not what we're arguing here. We're trying to get this man off.
Yeah, we
End
are.
up in the hospital with a cold.
I tried to pour a glass of wine and I got a cold. Edgeworth, come help me.
No, I hope he gets the death
I'm
penalty.
sick. Come take care of me.
I have an
I hope he
owl.
gets- I hope he gets the death penalty and he just catches a cold.
And they're like, well, technically we carried out the sentence, so you're free to go.
Alyssa the mom, thank you for following.
I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now.
Not very cooperative, are you?
It's payback for years of you not being.
This could hurt your case.
I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason.
What happened to your voice?
Objection!
Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin?
My ass.
You forgot my ass, Your Honor.
I need a pension.
On the On the night of the crime, who was it that reported the murder to the police?
Krusty Krab asks, how is Hobo Nick hotter than Lawyer Nick? Because Hobo Nick
the
looks like
stubble.
someone you could really, like, you could probably hook up with him much easier than Lawyer Nick. Lawyer Nick would be like, yeah, what's going on? And Hobo Nick's like, sure.
Hobo Phoenix looks
Wow.
like someone who's done manual labor in their life.
You just said that Hobo Phoenix, like, it sounds like
Hobo
you said
Phoenix
Lawyer
looks like
Phoenix
more
is
of a slut.
virgin. yeah,
Yeah.
Hobo Phoenix is a slut.
Hobo Phoenix
right,
looks
all
like a
right.
Time
slut.
to kill.
All right. Yeah, we can lift
He
that shirt
appeals
up,
to
give
a
us
lot
the
of like bad taste.
Yeah.
Like
Sure,
if
yeah.
if you have some like bad taste, there's something for you.
If
in
Yam-
Well, you
Hobo
know,
Nick.
I do love brunettes with stubble. I will say that. That is my number one weakness.
If-
But like, I think it's just the fact that I don't have to impress him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I
You
can show
there's
up in the
nothing
sweatshirt.
standing in the way between you
He's-
and getting Phoenix right in bed.
He's a wonderful baby's first fucked up little guy. Like he's fucked up, but not too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
That it's
baggage
like
isn't too damaging.
dangerous.
we can fix him.
If Yami Yugi
Yeah.
showed up and he was like wearing a gray hoodie and he had little tiny like lightning bolts of stubble coming out of his chin and was like, yeah, what's up?
Lightning bolts of
I've-
stubble.
I've never been defeated in a card game, but I don't really care, you know? Like, I'd be about that.
Yeah, all right. Like Yami Yugi, but if he was Blackbeard.
Yeah. He
All
wears fine things well.
Aw,
Oh.
Did you say this?
reported.
Sorry. We got off on a
That was-
tangent.
What were you
Look at
talking
his
about? Are you
neck.
playing a game?
That is
I-
a neck.
Yeah.
I
That
never
is a
realized
neck.
when I first played this game, 15 years later, I'd be on a Twitch stream just trying to explain the appeal of Dill Phoenix.
Just look at his
Yeah.
neck.
You can
God
fit so
damn.
many hickeys on that thing.
That's a throat you
17-year-old
could
me
fuck.
would not have seen this coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I didn't see coming.
Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still, that.
Don't have to force yourself to do the voice if you don't want to do it. man.
Yes, I know, I forgot.
Really?
I did not see Becky Lynch in the Seinfeld pirate shirt, head of the harem, no.
Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported from near the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone.
Holy shit, Phoenix has a phone.
He has
Oh
a
my
Nokia.
god, he did it.
Near the scene?
Let's take a look at the diagram of the murder scene, shall we?
By this year, the iPhone 32 is probably out, and Phoenix still has his Nokia that he plays Snake on.
We have a lot of iPhones to get through between now and like 2 years from now.
The victim was murdered in a small room in a basement 2 floors down from the ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception so far down.
Of course.
Of course, the defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hot. What about it?
Yeah, yeah. That man. The call came from the first floor of the restaurant.
Totori Ruto, thank you for the bit. And that Nokia is going to outlast us all.
It's the only unmurderable thing in Ace Attorney.
It will be used to murder.
I see.
The
And this is the
POV
phone
of
that made the
all
call. See, it is his Nokia.
Oh, shit.
it.
I don't lie.
Wright's cell phone added to the court record.
The defendant could have just fled the scene of the crime if he so chose.
Used by the defendant to notify the police from the restaurant's first floor. Let's have a look.
We can probably rotate it.
Look at his shitty phone. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. At least Payne does not have the toupee that he constantly plays with. Yeah, I think that his current haircut is a downgrade from the toupee, though. Maybe it's just me. I like the void that is his cell
I
phone
hate
screen.
it.
Oh, he's got a banged up
All
Nokia.
together.
Oh my god.
Wow, the batteries are held in with a piece of tape.
No, that's a band-aid.
He should just buy a new one. Maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care.
Maybe it's maybe.
And that's what makes him so hot.
Yeah, it's really hot that he doesn't give a shit about his phone.
He doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Guys, ladies, I haven't replaced my phone in a long time. It is shattered. Pretty hot,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, boy. I
Oh, yeah,
wanna
you
lick
said
your
this.
phone.
I'm 2 generations behind on the iPhone, everyone. Get at me.
I just bought a phone over Christmas, but it's like one of those bargain phones.
But do you care?
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
care about the camera. So yeah.
We'll have to discuss.
All right.
Yeah.
Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen and reported it to the authorities.
Whether or no says Flop Phoenix is hot purely because he gives absolutely no fucks at all.
Not a single one.
Not one.
If so-
Is he being given fucks or
I mean,
receiving fucks?
he's certainly receiving fucks.
He's certainly receiving fucks.
I think he may be giving a fuck behind the scenes.
when he cries alone.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And you claim he's being uncooperative?
all of the fucks are clearly being channeled into the badge on his hat. That's where all the fucks go. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I give so many
Eric.
fucks. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Yes, I too look up pictures of broken phones on these lonely nights. Just gets me in the mood, you know.
Yes.
Nice save, Mr. Gavin. I'd better not waste this.
I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being.
No, toy with me more, please.
You want the prosecution to do that, Phoenix?
Yeah. Hold me in contempt. Eric
Really into
Yos.
the curtain hair?
No one is more serious about straight sex than Winston
I'm wearing my best kiss suit for the occasion.
Thank you.
Pissed all over it this morning.
Thank you, Ryu
It's
Karika.
fresh.
Thank you, Ryu Karika, for cashing in your star tips for a high up. I do appreciate it.
I didn't drink water for days.
Oh, God. So, did you say this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I said no one was more serious about straight sex than Winston Payne.
What was it you said? No one's more serious about straight sex than Winston Payne.
Lena
Why would you
Kira.
say that unprompted?
Lena Kira, thank you for head patting me. I do appreciate it.
The defendant was in the room the very moment the crime occurred.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
How can you possibly know this?
And
Yeah,
thank
do
you.
we think that Dill Phoenix bottoms? I don't know. I feel like Dill
Yes!
Phoenix could top.
100%. He's so self-loathing, he cannot top.
No, but see, I
Yes.
think that the self-loathing could be fucked.
Too much
Ouch.
damage has been done down there by the piano playing. He can't.
He's just lost all feeling.
He can only get it up
I
when
just-
he plays piano.
I like.
One time that the key cover slammed down on it. and he
Yeah.
goes,
I like to imagine him taking it from behind and being like, "Nah, no, I don't care. Okay. This is great, but
like, whatever.
whatever."
Oh my god.
Anyway.
He's at least in his Switch era.
Oh, I got bonked. Thank you, Audio Dragon. I do appreciate it.
Whatever's easiest for him.
Yes, that's fair.
Did you say that?
I did say this,
Okay.
yes.
Derek, thank you. Thank you for the 10 bits, Derek Anthony. I kept thinking about Apollo's hair spikes looked familiar. Then I remembered they looked like Yuma Tsukumo's front hair spikes. Oh my god. Front hair spikes, but in a brown instead of red. Yeah, he does have a bit of a Yuma meets Jaden energy.
That's a good question. How indeed? The answer is simple, Your Honor. The prosecution has a decisive witness.
Ooh.
It's so weird that you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
You of all people.
You're as good as they say you are.
So someone else was in the room the night of the crime. That must mean they witnessed the crime. And that means they're going to talk about the crime now that they witnessed. And that means I'm going to talk to them about the crime that they witnessed when they were there.
Everything up till now has been a warm-up, Justice. Are you ready?
You ready?
Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand.
Now, who is going to play the witness?
I can be Olga.
Good question.
You guys all
Olga.
have 2 characters. Isn't this Olga? Yeah.
Yes.
Who is this?
The witness.
Will state her name and profession.
Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness?
Wait, you got to
His
take the
eyes
box.
are burnt out from playing Genshin.
You got to take the box from under Apollo and give it to her, obviously.
I surmise that she has been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horn.
He is terrifying.
That's Baphomet right there.
So I use a little hair gel. Relax, people.
He's
I do
great.
feel like that is the early 2000s summed up for most dudes who did those awful fucking spikes in their hair. Use the little hair gel.
I object to that.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Hey, how come you don't use your VTuber model during these streams? Just curious if it's a technical thing or what. Well, I've explained this many times, and I'm sure that you just haven't been here for the times when I have explained it. People like to see the life drain from my face when Marin and Soupy start going off on tangents. So these streams, I keep my real face on camera because I think there are probably, and this is my theorizing, I think there are people who identify with me, and there are people who I identify with Marin and Soupy. And this is a compromise. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. By the way, do we know what episode the female assistant shows up? I don't know when Emma shows up. I don't know.
I think it's next case.
Next
Next
case?
one,
I would
yeah.
assume it's next case, yeah. Papa Varus, thank you for the bit. Judge, where's the witness? All I see is a magic bowl of soup.
May I be right back real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Oh my god.
We're going to take a short break. If anybody else needs to go use the bathroom or anything, just feel free.
I need to stretch. I'm gonna
Feel free to
Back to
stretch.
Sophie
Karina,
here.
have you had any thoughts on to who your least favorite Phoenix Wright character is? Or Ace Attorney?
Oh, sorry. I just, every time Apollo comes on the screen, I stop thinking,
Oh.
geez, who sucks? Who sucks?
I'm trying to. My least favorite is probably that old man from the third game who is just throwing seeds.
Oh, yeah, he sucks.
He's awful. Like, no redeeming qualities. At least some of the other, like, side characters are like, they've got a funny quirk. He's just old and perverted, and that's it.
Yeah, I didn't like that guy. I didn't like Blaze sucked. He's awful.
Blaze? Oh, yeah. I mean, I hate him the way the game wants me to hate him.
Yeah. He's a good character, but terrible villain. Terrible person.
Rock Rulin, I'll read these bit messages while we're thinking. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. These streams just wouldn't be the same if we couldn't see your silent screams for help. I agree. Totori Ruto, thank you for the bit. People just want to see Martin get bullied.
Watch the white man get bullied.
I had it coming, let's be honest. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. I feel like Apollo listened to Smash Mouth when styling his hair in the morning. Hey now.
You have to remember that because of the timeline that this takes place in, where it's kind of like in the future again, Apollo is a Zoomer.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's on TikTok.
Apollo, yeah. He loves TikTok.
He loves TikTok.
That's how he copes with his many
all the time.
backstories.
As soon as they introduced the phone to the evidence, he was like, how do I get TikTok on this thing? Where's
I was
Instagram?
like, what is this? See,
Vampiro.
it's been so long since I've played a bunch of the games that
Right.
I forget
You
a
f-
bunch of the characters.
You wouldn't have that kind
I mean,
of...
the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't like them, I just eject them from my brain. It's limited capacity.
Yeah, that's how I
Alright,
feel.
So,
Yeah, the
Uh,
last one I
I'm
played was Great Ace Attorney, and I hate that Willy Wonka looking guy.
oh, the
I hate
Irish
him.
one. McShorty.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh, he's the one everyone was comparing Greg Turkington to when I posted that screen cap on Twitter.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about
fuck that
right.
guy.
He's a terrible person, so.
Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. I just wanted to see LK drive a truck. Huh?
I'm
You
back,
might
by
be
the
in
way.
the wrong stream.
Welcome back, Soupy. I mean, I could play Truck Simulator or something.
We determined that Apollo was a Zoomer, Soupy,
Yeah,
and
I-
that he likes TikTok.
Yeah.
I think
that's why I figured he was a Fortnite kid.
He
Do
was
you think that-
absolutely a Fortnite kid.
Do you
Little
think that when
Roblox
he-
too.
When he heard about his friend dying, he was like, "Oh, time to dab on them haters."
Press F in the chat, guys.
F in the chat.
F's.
I'm pretty sure Zoomers look down on dabbing, though, so.
They do, yeah. It's old. It's cringe.
Is that like
Yeah,
is that just an
He
early
hits the
millennial
woe,
thing?
sadly.
Whenever he says
I'm a
objection, he's
roast
saying,
low.
"You just posted cringe."
Objection, cringe.
But
Not
also,
based.
I feel like Apollo would also be #1 cringe poster.
Apollo would definitely be one of those kids who was like undiagnosed ADD. I feel like had the live journal like full of fucking headcanon. Like he would just fucking have all these spicy opinions, but only on the internet, never in person.
He's just a totally different person online.
Yeah. Apollo.
The
is
way my like fastest way to pitch the game and Apollo that I've used is that he is he's an introvert adopted by no less than 4 theater kids.
yeah, that's about right.
Wow. I don't think I've met 3 of those yet.
And one of those
Oh,
We have like
baby.
3
is
games to
younger
get
than
through.
him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we have like 3 games to get through before you'll meet them, Martin.
Oh, really?
All
Yep.
of them, anyway.
Gosh.
It's a new backstory every game.
It's just cupcake
Okay.
strippers and backstories all the way down.
I'm
Yep.
gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Sure thing. Sure thing. We'll take a minute.
Do whatevs.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Not seeds, soya beans. It's a Japanese thing that throwing soya beans repels onis. Oh, you probably already know this, but I wanted to let my inner, actually weeb out for a bit. I didn't know about this. I don't know much about Japanese culture, I'll be honest.
I thought
Everyone
he was
assumes that I'm like
feeding-
big into anime, but I like that. No,
I thought he was feeding the birds.
yeah, I could have sworn. I mean, maybe that was a localization thing, but it makes sense because they have that oni stuff in that case because the demon guy.
Are we talking about Victor Kudo?
Yes.
Yeah. Because we were
Gross.
talking about least favorite of people.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I usually keep
Yeah,
him
he
nice.
sucks.
I usually keep him nice and tucked away in the depths of my soul, but if I don't let him out, sometimes he burns a hole through it. Yes, I understand. I did not know about that, no. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo would be the one to make a TikTok video out of the court case itself. Yes, he is secretly editing one of those, what do they call them, duets with he's
Oh,
recording
yeah.
he's recording the testimony, and then he's going to duet his responses to the testimony.
Here's my cross-examination. Stitch.
Oh, blackout. Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear about your torn thigh muscle.
Oh, that sounds painful.
I'm glad you got some painkillers, but I hope they're taking care of you. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Yes, I
I
didn't
think
know.
Apollo would make serious TikToks about court, but then like Clavier would be the one making the duet and like
Yeah.
putting like a guitar melody to it and just like to like every single TikTok that Apollo does, and his are infinitely more popular.
He's like, he'll like do the musicalizations, you know, when people like dub over with background music when people are saying things with really melodic random melodies. Or like he'll have a follow-up where Apollo Justice is like, if you do this, federal rights have been violated and you deserve to be represented in court. And then Clavier will just like stitch a video of Apollo, like, I don't know, dropping toast outside of his house and be like, LOL nerd or something.
And also Apollo looks just extremely disappointed and like ready to cry.
Stella Coyote, thank you.
Okay,
for
I'm back.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Karina.
back.
Sorry.
You're fine, totally.
we were
We take.
coming up with Clavier and Apollo TikTok head
Oh yeah, I have cordless headphones. I love them. Carry on.
Beautiful.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Martin's knowledge of Japanese culture fails when you realize Yu-Gi-Oh has no idea where it's supposed to take place. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know much about Japanese
Depends on
culture.
which version you're watching, because the dub version obviously doesn't want you to know it's in Japan.
Yeah, which is really funny when they go to America in season 4. The
And then where were they in the
Azulmagia.
first place?
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh yeah, speaking of characters who don't show up again, Franziska. Oh, Franziska's gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. Snikey, you take care. Okay, have a good sleep. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Martin, you are the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge series. I don't think you're in a good place to be judging Apollo. Oh, no, absolutely. I am absolutely the cringe poster general. And also, I assumed you already knew because I assumed someone in the chat told you at the time. Sorry, my bad. I mean, they might have Papa Boris, but I don't remember if they did. And I don't think I'd heard that. So that's new information to me. But thank you. Here you go, Judge.
Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, this port will cut them off.
You are sure? I don't know what my accent
Scottish.
is, but it will be an accent.
I swear on my gavel. Please, come out.
Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? Aww.
Hello.
Your hair is
First
a crime.
TikTok.
Arrest that hairdresser.
Right.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Francisca's gone. When will we get a character that constantly whips people? Sarcasm. Well, Apollo might be able to with that hair. Who knows?
If you've been bullied for your hair, you might be entitled to compensation. Well, if you are sure, it is okay.
One of the ice climbers right here.
Ahem. Now the prosecution. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
I sneezed at you with my camera.
Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's paraphernalia?
And also explain
Is that a
the
bomb?
witness. Vic, thank you for the bit. Is Apollo the son of the attention duelist guy? He does have that pointy hair, doesn't he? And the Void of Depth, thank you for the bit. It's a hair crime.
It's a hair hate crime.
Also, anybody you could possibly conceive of being Apollo's dad is probably Apollo's dad.
They need to get the
He has so many dads.
they need to get the FBI on
Apollo's
this.
dad.
The Follicle Bureau of Investigation.
That little guy can hold so many dads.
He has so many dads inside of him.
Yes.
That's very interesting, Von Ragnar.
She is a professional, Your Honor. Those are merely the tools of her trade.
And that would be.
Do you think this is the first time we won't finish case 1 in one stream?
No.
I mean, this one's 2 parts.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
and I
Wow.
think that
But it wasn't the 3 one also 2
Yeah.
parts, maybe?
Oh, I think
Yeah,
you're
well-
right.
Yeah, I don't think we finished that one in one session.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Thanks for that. You got me comparing Apollo with Tristan. I was until I was told that Jaden Yuki's voice actor he had the same voice actor as Apollo. It was a toss up between Joey or Tristan that I was going to do for Apollo, but I wouldn't have wanted to do a Tristan voice for a whole game.
my name is Olga O'Reilly. I am employed as waitress in Borscht Bull Club restaurant.
Then why the camera?
Why the stupid beard? Of course.
Excuse me?
There's a
It is-
picture of me outside in the lobby. Go look at it.
It was terrible. It is my pride to serve borscht at this naming restaurant. But I also perform how's it said? Other service. Happy ending.
I take it one of these other services is taking the customer's pictures?
Mhm.
Da. While they peg Phoenix right. Like for example,
Hey.
this one.
He goes to the same tailor as Kazuma Kiryu, this guy.
Da.
Oh my
Da,
god, a
here
color picture.
they
Ah,
are
crazy.
negotiating the pegging scene.
Color photos have only recently been invented in
Yeah.
the Ace Attorney universe.
Do you think they have DVDs finally?
I think they're
still
getting
on
there.
VHS for
Yeah.
sure. come on, man. It's only 2025.
Red Spade.
Yeah, they need something to put those TikToks on.
Same TikToks on VHS.
And then they mail them to each other.
Did you get that video I sent you? Red Spade 83, thank you for the 4 bits. When I was going through the trilogy on PlayStation, I gave Gumshoe the Tristan voice. Aww. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, maybe she is the one recording TikToks. One frame at a time.
These are stop motion TikToks. That's the defendant?
Indeed, on the night of the Moida. Man in white hat is one who is gone kaput.
Yeah, why is there snow everywhere? Is that as a decoration?
Yeah, it's just
It's
also
cold.
very cold inside.
Oh, because it's meant to be like Russia because of the borscht, I
Yes.
guess? Okay.
Yep.
You eat cold soup in the cold and you like it, motherfucker.
Indeed. That is the victim.
Yeah,
Also, I do like that this case is about soup and card games.
yeah, wait.
Hey.
The other 5 games have been about pegging the whole time, so it's about time we got some content. Did you say that? Did you say this?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Azulmaga, thank you for the 5 bits. Also, Olga looks like she's 15 or so, but she's actually 21 years old. Ah, she's an anime character.
You know
Papa-
what, though? To be fair, like Ace Attorney 1, Investigations 1 and 2 was basically like, here's a bunch of women that definitely peg. So, like, you can't blame
Yeah.
me.
I'm not blaming
And
you.
now, this is Shu Takumi revealing how bisexual he is, because also he obviously wants the Gavin brothers to just rock his world. And I'm not projecting onto Shu Takumi at all.
You would never do that.
I would never do that. I'm just saying it's obvious that Shu Takumi has an agenda, and that agenda is bisexual.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 10 bits. My kebab has arrived. This is cheerworthy. Also have cheese bites. Also, garlic naan bread is the only correct way.
Yes.
Sorry. I do
Make
apologize.
me chicken tikka masala.
Also, here's an idea. Stream canon is Apollo has multiple personality syndrome, and Tristan only ever comes out when his hair is insulted. You could also throw the hair guy in there as well. I'm going to stick with the one voice, if that's all right, Papa. I appreciate the suggestions. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Or it could be a patio outside of the restaurant. I don't think so. I think they're obviously inside because the piano's there.
It's they said it was like 2 stories down or 1 story down because the phone cell service was bad.
I'm good, Stolas. Okay.
Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps.
It is same way as I drop cold bowls of borscht on laps of customers, casually.
Then the court will
Just very
casually accept
chill.
this new evidence.
Thank you for the
Very
head back.
chill evidence.
You passed the vibe check.
Oh, thank you.
Olga's photo added to the court record. Type photographs
my-
submitted as evidence by Olga orally.
Like
Oh,
my
really?
friend Viktor Nikiforov say. Spasibo.
Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder?
Have a look at this photo real quick. The defendant and Mr. Smith at the Borscht Bowl Club touched the check button for details. Yep, there they are.
It's a great photo of him.
Looking real sexual.
He's listening real good. Like, look at this.
That,
He's
that
so
is a man.
attentive.
Yeah, that is a man who's gonna come home. Like he's gonna
Hey.
see you home, have a drink ready,
Look at that
and
arm.
he is gonna listen to your problem.
You can see his muscles through a hoodie.
He's gonna hold. You
He's
with that arm.
buff.
Yeah.
He carries so
He's
many
always
cases
been
of
buff.
grape juice now.
Yeah, he's carrying all that baggage. So
Yeah.
He brought the piano down there himself.
those are good holding arms. He's been working on his hugs.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, I read that as she dumps the bowl of soup on the laps of customers. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, that's what she said. Casually.
Yeah.
Casually. Blackout 7734, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 2 months. Appreciate it, Blackout. Thank you so much. And hi, JR Games. Did you say this?
You got a great
Yes.
Yes.
Lee,
Where were you at the time of the murder?
Lee Nitrous, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months. Surprise, murderer is glass of milk. Oh, what a heel turn.
I was in room, the hideout, we call it.
Interesting that it's spelled that way. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. They have to pay extra to have their borscht crotch pot dumped hot by her.
Excuse me? The hideout?
It is the room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested.
Okay. That is up there with Dade Man.
Dade Man.
Hey, that was
And then, what was it?
Replacement?
Replacement or something.
Rip Lacer.
Rip Lacer, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, Rip Lacer.
Is room where Mordor took place.
Sol Badgie. That's
Words
right.
are just happening.
What?
Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely.
Oh, Animals Forever. A lot of the Phoenix Wright localization. The names in Japanese are puns as well, right?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Naruhodo, like his whole thing is.
Naruhodo means iced
Yeah.
tea in
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah.
So him being like Phoenix Wright is like,
Oh,
yes.
Lee Nitrous Macromark jokes are absolutely fine. It's not. That's not a bad memory for me at all. And Derek
It
Anthony.
was just too much work.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe the Blue Badger is the culprit after all after that.
I will post my courtroom door later for you.
And Papa Virus, thank you for the bit. It's the Borscht Bowl Club special Borscht Balls Club. It involves Olga dumping a bowl of borscht on the customer's balls and clubbing them with the soup ladle.
This is a really nice dungeon. Got a real fucking plethora of options here for ball torture.
They're very creative.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. I can't tell if the names they give people in these games are completely ridiculous or absolute genius. I think they're brilliant myself because the brilliance of Ace Attorney, and I do think these are some of the best games ever. The brilliance of Ace Attorney is that it feels like a storybook. It feels like almost like a children's storybook with very deep and serious things happening presented in a very kind of cartoony way. And it treads the line between sort of cartoony and like a genuine criminal like crime drama very well, and it makes it very unique and appealing.
Yeah, for this style, there sure is a lot of murder and trauma.
Yeah. It's cute,
Yeah.
but also makes you sad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gives you good stuff.
Shadow Striker 320, thank you for the
best.
follow.
Photos will be numbered, and you will write which ones you want copy of. Whoops, I was speaking in the wrong placement for Russian voice. I went Italian.
Well, I mean, you've been so consistent up till now.
Da. Very
So there were 3 people in the room at the time of the crime. The victim, Shoddy Smith, Mr. Wright,
Shitty Smith.
okay, and
God.
And God was there.
I feel
God's
God
always
in chilies.
I feel God in this Borscht Bowl Club tonight.
Olga O'Reilly. How do you say it? Is it because I assume it's O'Reilly, but O'Reilly, our witness.
What did she do orally?
No, see, that was my concern. That was my concern.
Walked right into that one. baby.
Ah.
O'Reilly.
Again, the options for this
O'Reilly?
dungeon.
Kudos,
O'Reilly.
Sarugi. Thank you for the 10 bits. Ace Attorney pun names. Utterly ridiculous or absolute genius? The answer is simply yes. And the Void Adept, thank you for the bit. So borscht is a soup made of red beetroot, so it makes sense for the server to baste and ladle the customer's beets until they match the same color as the soup in this food sex dungeon. Our
is,
witness.
We gotta get together and talk kid
And
stuff.
if
later,
Mr.
chat.
Wright isn't the killer, and if
Some
Mr.
ideas
Wright
here.
isn't the killer, that means
Is Mr. Wright getting his balls ladled here? Like, how does Phoenix fit into this situation? I might need to add another line to this.
Does he have feeling? We don't know. Very well. Witness. You will testify to the court about that night's events.
all right. That fateful night.
At night, customer asked me to deal cards for game. It was cold. Both players worked on. Wait, hold on. Both players played with heads on. They did not work at all. They were playing. The victim, he plays the whole time with his hand on the locket at his neck. Then last hand is done, but something terrible has happened. That man flew at the victim and is strangling him to death. But there's a locket on Phoenix Wright's gorgeous neck.
Oh, really? Did you
But
say
you
that?
guys did see the contradiction there, right? Okay, we'll get there when we get there.
Come on.
Too busy thinking about necks.
Yeah, sorry,
Who
I was
won the
thinking
game?
about
Yeah, you
neck.
guys got real distracted. I said this.
Oh, you did. Sorry. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. If Apollo was real... Are you saying Apollo isn't real? Hang on.
He's not real?
He's out there on TikTok.
Yeah.
You gotta find him.
If
Yell
Apollo...
at
Getting bullied by
something.
Clavier Gavin on TikTok.
If Apollo was real, I can picture him thinking, what did I get into listening to the conversation here? That's what I'm doing.
He'd probably have so many big feelings.
The
he
spirit
wouldn't
of
know how to
Apollo
deal
Justice is real.
with. And he's shaking his head.
The spirit of Apollo Justice. That's my favorite Ace Attorney game.
Isn't it obvious? The winner was the victim, Mr. Smith.
Whoa, she's so loud.
That's ridiculous. Because Mr. Wright can't lose.
Ahem. Justice?
He has.
Azel Margie, thank you for the 5 bits. That actually is an Ace Attorney game, though, Martin. That was the joke.
Oh.
Maybe you can come up with a more legitimate objection.
Sorry.
But he hadn't lost in 7 years.
I forget that I'm Apollo.
Take it. Yeah, take it from me, kid. I didn't lose my first. I didn't lose a case my first 7 years as a prosecutor either. And then Phoenix Wright came in and pegged me right in the butt. Incidentally, I have some evidence here.
Okay.
These are the poker chips as they lay the very moment of the crime.
Now, I don't play poker, but it kind of looks like this guy won. Because this guy has 2 aces, there's 2 aces there, but he has the 3 kings.
He has face cards, so.
Yeah, it's a full house. If they match.
The hand and chips on this side belong to the defendant, Mr. Wright, who sucks. Those on the far side belong to the victim, Mr. Smith, who also sucks.
Chips, you say? Now I'm hungry.
You silly boy. Yes, I imagine what the poker is war. Your hand is your enemy and the chips are the spoils. That's normal.
I know that. After all, in my youth, I was known as the poker head of courtroom number 3.
What?
Red Spade 83, thank you for the 10 bits. Full house over a pair of aces. The hand on the right was winning.
Do you think that the judge, became a judge as a baby and that, Phoenix Wright becoming a lawyer in his 20s is really unusual?
That picture out in the lobby is his baby photo. The Voided Ep, thank you for the bit. Was Phoenix betting those strawberry and cream swirl sweets you can only seem to get from grandmothers? I know what you're talking about.
I think he means poker face.
Yeah, where the fuck did Grandma ever get those fucking hard candies? My God.
At the grandma store.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have your grandma card, right?
Looking at this picture.
Hoo-ha!
Lee Nitrous.
Yeah, it's like Costco, but it's only for
Hoo-ha!
grandmas. They find those things in bulk.
Lee Nitrous, thank you for cashing in your starships for a hoo-ha.
Buy your unconditional love in bulk.
It does seem that most of the chips are on the victim's side of the table.
Chip photo added to the court record. We're still waiting on the Dale photo.
That a funny joke.
Thank you.
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Judge, or was it the pork head of courtroom number 3? Now I'm hungry. Who's got some pork? Let's have a look at this picture here real quick. Defendant and victim's chips when crime took place. Yep, that's it. All right, we're cross-examining. Blurple Pie. Oh man, I'm actually playing the re-release of this game on the 3DS myself. You're on the third case. No spoilers. Absolutely, Blurple Pie. Hope you're enjoying it. We've just started. I'm very excited.
I want them to release it for the Switch so bad.
So I'm gonna look for this contradiction. Customers asked me to deal cards. It was cold. Both players played with hats on.
Uh-huh.
They had hats on. The victim, he plays the whole time with his hand on the locket at his neck.
Is he wearing one?
He's got one.
Oh, yeah. But Phoenix is wearing it now.
Then, last hand is done, but something terrible has happened, da. That man flew at victim and is strangling him to death.
Oh, well, that's not what happened at all. Present the bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, that man is in
He got
Phoenix.
bonked on the head.
I see.
You got bonked.
He done got bonked.
We're presenting the bottle again.
It might be the
Oh.
It might be the autopsy report, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
he needs his Mountain Dew.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. I was like, obviously, it's the bottle again.
It's been so long.
You fool.
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
Suddenly I'm thirsty. I'm not sure I follow you.
It clearly contradicts the. I thought.
You don't sound very sure, Mr. Justice.
I'm not.
Your mom doesn't sound very sure.
Objection overruled.
All right, we got to give
Drank that Mountain Dew.
the judge the Mountain Dew. There you go.
Yeah.
Every time, Karina, when we were playing the first game, and they don't have the green energy bar, they have little exclamation points, and so we would always say that he was eating his cookie when that thing exploded. I forget why, and so I ended up making an animation of the judge eating the exclamation mark for the stream, and then they changed to the green energy bar, so I had to make an animation of him pouring Mountain Dew down his throat.
He's
Okay.
thirsty.
He
He needs his
is.
gamer juice.
His gamer girl fuel.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Can't play my gotcha games without it.
Take care, Doc Drake. Jade, great to see you. Are we playing this on Sunday? What is happening, by the way?
Yeah. Well, the reason why we skipped last Sunday is because I was working on 2 scripts at once, and I also had like an abbreviated deadline after one of them was due. And anyway, I turned in one of these scripts, and I'm not as overwhelmed, so we should be okay to work on or to stream on. Sunday.
So the plan is Sundays, and that's it. Is that how?
Yes,
Okay.
Sundays only from now on.
Okay.
I just did Wednesday because Karina had Wednesdays more open than Saturdays.
Right. There it is.
And we thank you for playing.
Yes,
with
thank
us
you,
today,
Karina.
Karina, it's been
Thank you for
fun.
inviting me.
Hope you're having a good time.
I am.
Hell yeah.
I love to relive my favorite little guy game.
Little guy.
Think
Little
it's
guy
so
simulator.
Past fandom trauma.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Strangled, you say? That's odd.
He said the thing.
Oh, really?
Ah. Normal customers, it's orally actually. Only choke on borscht.
No, I mean, this report shows that the victim died of a blow to the head.
Who got blown? Ah!
Shut up! Miss O'Reilly! Really now? Did you witness the crime?
Stream is not over, Earthbound fan. I was just clarifying when we were playing.
Looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like he was hit. He's still wearing his hat and everything.
Okay.
Yet it is a fact that he was hit, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Bonk. He got bonked.
Here's a photo. We took of the victim with his hat off during our investigation. So the chat did it.
He's
Oh.
bald.
Yeah, that is pretty shocking, honestly.
The most shocking part of this image.
There's been a surprising number of bald reveals. Like you've got, well, obviously Pain.
It's just like Breaking Bad.
What was the what's his name? He has a wig. I did the Marek voice for him. The I'm just a model prisoner.
Frank saw it.
Frank saw it. He's bald.
That's right.
Master Dark 9999. Thank you for the 10 bits. Can Marin say as Olga orally shout, "No matter what, the borscht will not spill"?
I don't know if I can shout in this voice, but I'll do it as loud as I can.
No matter what, the borscht will not spill.
That was like fucking what's her face kiss.
That was just
Oh shit, something is broken. Something is broken.
X the Dark One, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good Mass Effect Legendary Edition stream. I hope that you romanced all of the Garruses. All right. You said this?
Yeah, he ain't got no hair.
You got a great butt.
Well, that's quite shocking, isn't it?
Jim Prower, thank you for subscribing for 14 months there. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the generosity.
Do you think Payne's going through his slutty phase right now, and that's why his hair's grown out?
Yeah.
He's
I think
trying.
that's it.
He saw Phoenix doing it and he was like, hey.
I can be on Grindr too. Isn't that?
No, Tinder.
Wait.
Hang on, no, go back.
He's like, there's so many nice guys that want to be my friend on Grindr.
My
A
God.
lot of them are like, I like pain. What's that all about? This head certainly was hit.
Crime photo 2 added to the court record. Feels like that should have been the first photo you showed us, guys.
I've seen. Wait, no,
Yeah.
what accent? I have seen it happen.
Photo of forehead.
shit.
Hat removed
shit.
during investigation. Interesting. Where's his hat at?
Where the fuck is hat at? The defendant, he lunged at victim, his neck.
Oh, really, Miss O'Reilly? I think I've caught you in your own lie this time.
We got it.
Did you
I
know her name
love
is
that
O'Reilly?
joke.
Yeah, I can totally see the adapter like it's their first day on the job.
Yeah.
They're like, this is gonna be great.
Justice. That's a really fucking old meme.
Can't wait for these
You're
kids to
posting
love this.
cringe.
You're supposed to say, yeah, really.
I admire your enthusiasm, but perhaps you should think about some more recent memes.
Maybe perhaps cheeseburger cat or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a damn Daniel.
That walrus wants his bucket.
what about a double rainbow?
What do you
All the way
mean?
across the sky.
I found a contradiction.
There's
Orally.
one thing in her testimony that troubles me. Very well. It seems we should continue the cross-examination.
There's such a thing as thinking too much.
Gotta press my brain.
And
button.
we are not doing that.
This horse is dead. Let's stop beating it, lucky horse.
There's a such thing as thinking aloud too much, too.
Hey,
Just
All
beat
right.
me.
That night, customer asked me, is this the same testimony or is this a new
I
one?
should probably change the
I
last.
think now
bit.
we're pressing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will stop pressing then.
Shove her.
you were dealing cards. Do you do this often?
Ah, I am doing this. If customer wishes it, I serve anything. Borscht, cards, more borscht. It is my work.
It's good to hear of a place that hasn't forgotten the meaning of service.
Welcome you to Borscht Bowl Club, where borscht is as warm as the waitresses.
Out of my local Taco Bell, they take forever to get me my Baja Blast.
Thank you.
I drop as much Baja Blast in your lap as you want. For as long as you want.
Finally, service.
Free refill.
Thank you for not handing out flyers during the cross-examination. Pants. It's already April. How could it be cold?
Checkmate, atheists. At Borscht Bowl Club, we have pride. Not just in June, but on authentic Russian restaurant theme. All year for our authentic Russian restaurant team. Outside, it is city in spring, but inside, it is always as cold as Mother Russia's tit.
No way am I going there.
You don't like pits at all. When it comes to hot borscht, cold is best seasoning, da.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Our dining room is in the middle of the walk-in freezer. That you can go to like ice cold clubs, right? Like they have that.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a bar in New York that's like
And,
super cold and stuff's made of
Yeah,
ice?
they give you
Yeah,
like
Sounds like about
Well,
right.
right.
There's a spot in
Vegas.
too where it's specifically like they give you vodka and you can like pay to rent coats. and
Yeah, you
sit
get
in this
coats and
really
everything.
cold-
Cool. Can
Yeah.
I bring my own coat?
Probably.
I think
No.
maybe. But like it's Vegas, so why would you?
Yeah, that's
They
true.
make you
Point.
wear it there. They check.
Yeah, probably.
They want you to be nice and sweaty.
It's like you either have to rent their coats or you just freeze to death.
Yeah.
His locket.
I believe it was good luck charm, da. He gripped it many times as he played that night.
Yes, he must have felt as though it might carry him to the moon and the stars.
What?
I can be poetic too.
What?
Though if it were small enough to fit around his neck, it wouldn't have much lift. Hold on, I gotta draw a diagram.
I just.
The defense would like a clarification. This is a locket we're talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, a pendant with a picture in it, right? Not a rocket. Oh, I get it. No, okay. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
What are you people talking about?
Not a rocket.
Of course, I knew that.
Wow.
I just have to redraw this diagram real quick. It was probably a pendant shaped like a rocket. That's why she called it that.
Judge, I swear to fucking Christ.
No, a locket's a locket.
It's considered bad form to poke fun at the hard hearing in our society.
Should a judge be judging if he can't hear?
What?
Maybe
Well, nobody
write
can
it
tell him he
down?
can't judge because he can't hear them.
Yeah, he can't hear you. So,
So it doesn't
people have been
count.
telling him to stop showing up for work for years, and he just doesn't hear him.
He's like, I don't know why people keep showing me pictures of deaths. It's so gruesome. I just get paid to sit here and listen to people talk to me.
They just keep showing me the pictures, and I'm like, ah.
Hard of
God,
hearing or
But they
hard
won't
of
stop.
hard of hearing or hard of understanding.
Which one of you killed this guy? So what happened next?
I'm like, I didn't have anything to do with it. Get these out of my face.
Something terrible.
The defense will refrain from needless shouting.
Sorry. I need to seriously reconsider this vocal training thing.
Hoo-ha!
Stolas, thank you for catching the star chips for a hoo-ha. I like that he's got a
Hoo-ha.
vocal trainer who's just like, yell everything.
Screaming.
It's probably Larry's new job.
The ladies love it when you
That's
just
where he
scream
is.
in their face.
Is this a bad time to say that I do vocal coaching?
I plug
opposite
yourself.
of the Larry Butts experience.
Now, Miss O'Reilly, can you tell us what happened? Oh, I was so frightened. I trembled with fear.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Is his vocal trainer Lanny Pator or something? Good friend,
Depends
Lanny.
on how shirtless those vocal training sessions are.
How shirtless are your vocal training sessions, Mary?
You know, usually I prefer at least a crop top. At least a crop top. Sports bra's okay, but we're kind of pushing it, you know.
You didn't
Men and
say.
women, by the way.
You didn't say
Say don't
anything.
pay enough.
You didn't say anything about hitting before.
So sorry. I must be forgetting this.
Witness, you will take greater care with your testimony.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on?
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Or his vocal trainer could be Jack Atlas. I would love that. That would be great.
And that clears up the discrepancy with the autopsy reports, I believe.
The master of Foster, the voice acting master.
The defendant made to strangle his victim, then changed his mind.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Can we get a card games on motorcycles for old time's sake then? Sure, why not? Card games on motorcycles! There you go.
And choose a simpler, blunter means to do the job.
He got
smoked him out.
lazy.
A lazy smoked him out and then popped him over the head with a wine bottle. Yeah, that sums it up nicely. I got high as fuck, Your Honor. As we know, weed makes you want to do a lot of crime.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10
Made like
bits.
smoking weed.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Abridge Jack Atlas with all of the shouting. Yes, indeed. And Red Spade 83, thank you for the 10 bits. Let's kick this trial into overdrive. You said.
So he strangled him, then hit him? Something's fishy about all this.
Go ahead. I believe you know what it is you need to do.
Right, sir. Well, leave it to me. There were only 3 people in the room at the time of the murder. The victim, Shoddy Smith, Mr. Wright, and if Mr. Wright isn't the killer, I've got you now, oh really?
He's a fucking murderer.
Okay, so we're going back to the beginning.
So... And we pressed that. So...
Yeah, we did.
Maybe something in the autopsy report? Take a look. Single blow to forehead.
Resent from blunt trauma.
Can we look at the
The
photo,
photo?
like the close-up
Yeah.
one of his face?
Yeah. There's no strangle
There's
marks.
nothing on his
Not
No
the-
locket.
neck.
No locket.
No locket.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Okay. So, is this?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Sorry, I'm sure you get requests a lot, so thanks a lot for that. Hey, no worries. I'm just a big fanboy. Every time you upload an episode, I always save it for a special occasion and make sure I have something extra special to eat during it. It just means that much to me. I want each episode to be a memorable and special experience. Well, thank you for enjoying the show, and I absolutely don't have an issue with you requesting stuff like that. I don't do it very often. Marzaby94, thank you for the 5 bits. Payne seems to have had the Hulk Hogan hairstyle. It's a look indeed. It is indeed, brother. Ah!
You know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Sorry about this, but are we sure Phoenix did not eat the locket?
It's his favorite snack.
He does have a history.
But what does it mean?
Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is you're thinking so intensely about?
It's free real estate.
Wildfire VV, thank you for cashing in your star chips for an It's Free Real Estate.
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck, I believe she said.
I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar, you xenophobic poop face.
Poop face. No.
Xenophobic, I'll stand.
Xenophobic, I'll
Poop
accept.
face.
Poop face?
But look at this photograph. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this.
But what does it mean?
Oh no. If we are to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death.
Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. They get eaten.
They get eaten.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. He ate the locket because he had a sore throat. He's that dumb. For those unaware, those are sweets for soothing sore throats called lockets. Yes, I remember those.
Oh.
I don't know if those are... they're back in England, we had lockets, yeah.
No, we have halls.
It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have eaten it, no?
Halls and real.
Eaten it. Wait, you don't mean...
The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it?
Oh, right, because he looked like he was strangling when he grabbed the... Oh.
Ah!
That guy ate a locket? What?
Defendant, what do you have to say to this?
Yeah.
And I do it again.
Don't look at my neck.
It was tasty.
Done it before, will do it again.
He's like, soda.
Not the first time, not the last time.
The
Your
void-
honor.
The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Well done, Justice. You have fucking 20/20 vision. That is so far your only redeeming quality in the eyes of this courtroom. Oh, baby.
Smack him down.
Stay.
Yes?
I just noticed this, but
They're kind of handsome.
you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Also, I can't take my eyes off that neck.
Oh? You mean this? This juicy neck of mine?
Look at
That's what I mean.
shadowing, like, damn.
Yes, it's a locket. With a photograph inside.
It's a picture of my neck.
A photo of my daughter.
There are 3 colors in that neck. Damn.
They had to extra shade that shit.
Yeah.
This is quite a reveal, though. We're no selling this.
Because I've known this
He's
for years.
daddy.
Yeah.
He is daddy.
He
This is a
still-
15-year-old
knew.
reveal, Martin.
He's got the hat, Martin. He's been telling you this whole time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
They labeled him Papa.
He's got a little tag.
when I was telling Delphosaur, but I'll tell the chat as well. When we first started like playing, Soupy and I, we were talking about Phoenix being, because when it was first announced, the fandom would call him Naruhobo instead of Naruhodo. So we would be like, oh yeah, I love like Naruhobo or Hobo Phoenix or whatever. So we call him that. And Martin would be like, wait, is Phoenix homeless?
Yeah.
He legit-
You guys kept calling him a hobo. I was like, is he like... He's got like one of those sticks with a bag on the end that it carries around?
No, he's just dressed like a bum.
He's wearing
Vampire...
socks and sandals. Of course.
He's still recovering from his late 20s.
Oh, don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Aren't
like,
we
I'm
all?
like, woo, I showered twice this week. Nailed it.
Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits.
I'll take this locket and eat it.
And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Today has been a hell of a day and I've missed a lot. What the fuck? Did Phoenix kill someone? He's certainly been accused of
Yeah.
it. He's slain all of us. Arikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Somehow, Phoenix fucked. And
I really want Oscar Isaac to say that.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. He keeps a picture of Gumshoe in his locket. Derek Anthony.
My son.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Nobody tell Pearls that Phoenix has a daughter now. I hate to think what would happen after that. And the Void Adept, thank you for the bit.
Baby?
Oh no. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. We're assuming this daughter was conceived before the piano lid came down. And the Azul Magia. The Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. To be fair to Phoenix, imagine spending your life working towards a career only to wind up disbarred for longer than you've been in the career, almost 10 years.
Phoenix is such a bottom that he had to adopt a child, Marin.
He couldn't poop one out.
Good God. Good God. A photo of my daughter.
Come again?
Mr. Wright, you have a daughter?
Damn, no one knew.
Mm.
They confirmed it at the time of arrest. He has fucked at least once.
That was the first thing they asked him. Are you daddy?
Can you confirm your daddy status, please?
The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Oh, Martin, you're gonna love his daughter. I think I know who his daughter is, and she's got a really fun character design. That's all I know.
She likes panties.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
You're gonna get real tired of panties.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun
I'm
next
already tired of them.
So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence?
I'm guessing that guy took his locket.
Well, now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder,
That's understandable.
perhaps perfectly reasonable.
I've
I
played
often
enough
kill
Red
people
Dead.
when I don't get my pulls in Genshin Impact.
I don't get K-Ching, then I'm not happy.
And I'm not happy enough to murder someone. Perhaps we should hear a bit about the outcome of the game.
She
Stella
doesn't call me daddy, though. She calls me granddaddy.
Earthbound Fan 1, thank you for bunking Marin. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Judge, you have a daughter? Phoenix, yes. Judge, how? Phoenix, I don't know.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear that the defendant lost badly.
Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant.
Duh.
Oh, coming up on 3 hours, by the way. How are we doing? We've got another testimony coming up here. How you guys feeling?
Is this
Uh-huh.
our last testimony before the chapter's over, or do we have another one after this?
Let me look.
How are you doing,
Hold
Karina?
on, I got it.
I'm doing great.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Thank you.
It looks like we are on the second to last testimony.
How do
So
we?
that would be probably another hour.
I mean, unless we
Yeah, all right.
focus.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna focus.
Well, it's up to you guys. We can call it there and save the next few to the next time. But it's, I'm happy to do whatever.
Should we maybe try to get through this testimony?
I'm
and see
happy
where
to
we're
try
at
that.
after
I'm happy to try that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. See how long.
All right, serious competition.
The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man.
Uncommon Imma, thank you for the follow.
House chips come in two sizes. Small and large. Had to get that in the right part of the throat. Sorry.
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Judge, wait, how do you have a daughter? Phoenix, well, Judge, if you would like to come down from your pulpit, and if I could get a volunteer from the audience, I can demonstrate.
Oh. The one who was winning. Duh! It was victim. It was victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose.
Interesting. I feel like he can't possibly just have those unless he. That feels like a low number of chips. I don't know.
Well, if I remember correctly, I think it's that. I mean, do you want me to say or no?
You don't have to say.
Well,
We'll-
let's finish the testimony.
yeah.
Yeah.
The moment loss was decided, defendant grabbed a bottle from table and...
Well, then you just said that he strangled him.
Well, yeah, but she's changed her story.
Indeed. Looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game.
As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
Much like that locket.
How many times have I heard these words? I done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I done. A common tale, but true.
That was weird how
That
they didn't
accent?
let me. They
That
just
was weird.
they just automatically went through that. That's a weird place to
And
do
it was
that.
really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies.
You know those old court movies, the genre of.
Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong.
And I can trust him 100%.
Yeah.
1000%.
He
I
seems
trust
like
Mr.
a nice guy.
He's got a nice thick
Nice,
neck.
honest
I trust
person.
it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I
Are
need
we
to start using that as a barometer.
pressing?
Thick neckedness.
Yeah.
I think we're pressing.
Okay. Maybe we establish how many chips were at play.
Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? Was it a penalty game?
No, not special. Usual game, usual rules.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. The judge's favorite court show, Three Stooges Court Shorts. I didn't know they had those.
If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be... Hold on, I'm doing math. Exactly 7,000 points.
I like how
Me
it's
doing math.
it's a written 6 and
It's
then
spelled out.
digits.
Yeah.
Please,
You know
this
there's
is
a reason for that, right?
What's the
You're
reason?
supposed to spell it out below 10, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's like the rules, quote unquote. 'cause
Strange.
I think I had those rules explained to me when I started script writing as well.
That's weird.
Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division.
Oh, Christoph is like silently judging everybody.
Yeah, like nerd.
I hate all of
This
you.
fucking guy knows what calculus is.
I'm too pretty to know what calculus is.
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Of course.
Yeah? Something's fishy with these chips. Fish and chips, that sounds good. Should I press harder? I'm guessing I should.
Love her.
Yeah. Up or
Maybe you could explain a
Up or
bit
down the
about
stairs.
these chips.
Explain? What is there to be explained?
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Poker chips are poker chips.
I hate his hair flip detail.
It's awful.
Do not hate me because you ain't me. They're not fish and chips.
Wow.
Not a chip off the old block. Not a motorcycle cop. Not a.
Thanks. Now that I've... Shut up. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even? Or Japanifornia currency?
Yet, as I have been saying before, it was game, not gambling. You fucking idiot. Hard perhaps for capitalists come to understand.
Follow justice. Cool
You
capitalist.
boot-licking capitalist. All lawyers are bad. 2 types of chip. 100 points and the chip and 1,000 points.
Okay,
chip.
so,
So
the
the
big
red
one,
must be
the thousands.
no,
Oh.
the 100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because if there was only
Yeah.
7,000 points in
1, 2,
play,
3, 4, 5,
then there's
6,
6,000
7,
in
8,
red
9, 10.
chips.
Ah, yeah, so there's
And then
1, 2, 3,
1,000
4,
in black chips.
4,100 on Phoenix's side, and then
So
presumably,
Phoenix is winning.
yeah, he's got more of the little ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Derek Anthony, that was a creative little puzzle. Derek
Yeah.
Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Probably redeem the chips for a prize stuffed animal. And Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Aminal. Thank you, Stella Coyote, for the 10 bits pain. My hair flips are magnificent. I'm the little mermaid of lawyers.
I want to see Pain like in that dramatic on the rock.
Part of your world.
He doesn't even have the mermaid tail. He's just got his legs back out behind him.
He's just fully clothed.
He's in the piss suit for sure.
Take care, Final Jules. Great having you here. And thank you for the follow. Jesus Christ.
That's how he cleans it.
Thank you, Final Jules, for the
Part
follow.
of your world. The ocean, okay.
It is not money, da.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 20 bits. Yo, Martin, sorry to annoy you again. You're not annoying me. But if I just wanted to say that as a normally very anxious person that struggles with depression, which as we all know sucks, dried, black pus-drenched ass, these streams make me feel all warm and nice, and you, Soupy and Marin, well, you make all the dreariness and drudgery of life worth it. I love you, Martin, platonically, of course, unless you're interested. No? Okay. Hey, Papa Boris, thank you so much for sharing.
No.
Thank you so much for sharing the positive.
Unless.
Thank you so much for sharing the positive vibes. We really appreciate having you, and I'm glad that we could be a little bit of a ray of sunshine in any of your lives. And it's very nice. It's nice to get to hang out with all of you and play these games. I really do like the chill atmosphere, and you're very welcome to be here. And don't feel like you're annoying me at all. Really, seriously.
Unless.
Justice.
Sir!
Don't you find her comment interesting?
In more ways than one, sir.
I'd have it added to her testimony myself.
Absolutely, Final Jules. I feel like I should have put that there sooner, and I do. For those of you who don't know, I added a disclaimer to a lot of the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged videos talking about a lot of the offensive content in a lot of those older ones, and I can't shy away from that. I can't hide the fact that I put that there. There's a lot of transphobic humor, there's a lot of sexist humor, there's a lot of homophobic humor, which back in the day, and I'm sorry to go off on a tangent about this, but since it was brought up, I feel like it was important to note. I want to move away from that, but I also have to acknowledge that it's there at the end of the day. So I put a disclaimer saying that, you know, I'm warning people that it's there, and also saying this does not represent what I want to be putting out. At the end of the day, I made a conscious decision to do that stuff, and I have to own up to it. A lot of people thought that I was pressured into putting that message there, and it's weird that they thought that because it literally came about from me talking to somebody and them saying, and I said, you know, as much, I was like, that doesn't represent me anymore. In my opinion, I don't want to be known for doing that, and I don't want people to think that I'm comfortable with it. And somebody said, well, can you put a message saying that? And I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. And that's literally all it was. So I'm
No, there's conspiracy.
I'm glad that that's well received, and ultimately I stand by it. The Funkiest Punkiest, thank you for the 100 bits. Did they have to search Olga's container before they let Olga on the stand? Did they approve of its contents before Olga went up there? What's in there, Olga?
They're like, yup, it's soup.
It's just the soup.
Looks like soup to me.
It's soup.
It's old soup. And Vampiro, thank you for the 100 bits. Unless... That's gonna keep coming back.
Close to a hype train,
We are
which means
relatively
could
close to a
have
hype
kiss.
train. We're also relatively close to the end of this testimony, so let's
Well, does the defense want the witness to add to her testimony?
yes.
I don't feel like doing my
Yeah.
job today.
Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this. Yeah, great idea.
Very well. Witness, if you would be so kind.
Uncommon Immer, thank you for the 24 bits. I do appreciate it.
Ah, Your Honor.
I thought you said die, Your Honor.
That's what's in the
Okay.
bowl.
Probably.
Knife.
I guess we're presenting the chips here.
I think so.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Well, Martin, the way I see it, it's like 80s fashion. It's ugly. Nobody likes it. It's ultimately dated. But at that time, everyone was doing it. Everyone was enjoying it. They didn't know any... Well, I disagree with that.
You leave 80s fashion alone.
Yeah, because at the end of the day...
Two very different responses to this.
I mean, I don't want to dwell on it, but at the end of the day, I don't think that it was acceptable back then, and I should have been more aware of it, so...
You're sure it was the victim who won? Absolutely sure.
Ah! It seems our new attorney is a bit confused. A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won if you're not in kindergarten.
Rude. Apollo Justice is in kindergarten.
Damn.
You dumbass.
He's not. He's just short.
He's not 6, he's just short.
Be nice to him.
He's got a hard life.
Multiple hard lives, apparently. Just for safety's sake, could you explain the problem to the court?
Yeah, of course, Your Honor.
I just can't wait to find out this cute little bean's dark backstory.
In this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips.
I hope you like eye patches, Martin.
Oh, he gets an eye patch?
An unnecessary bandage.
What? I know about
You'll
the bandages.
find out.
I didn't know about an
You'll
eye
find
patch.
out.
Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
Why, the big ones, of course. Duh.
They're so big.
They must be valuable.
Yeah. I like them big.
Oh, I thought so too. But then the totals don't add up.
The totals.
Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 points in chips.
3,500 life points.
And the combined total value of the chips was 7,000 points.
Demon Cross, thank you for the 5 bits. People can grow and learn and change. Lord knows I've said my fair share of awful things in the past, even as a joke. I've seen some old chat logs I've had with old friends and acquaintances, and good lord, I'd kick my own ass so hard. It's
That
important.
just means you've grown as a person.
Yeah, it's every.
If you go back in time and kick your own ass,
If you are not looking
You've
back at
grown.
yourself from 10 years ago and being like, what a fucking idiot, then something's wrong.
I mean, there was a time in my life where I was homophobic, so I'd say things are different.
A little bit. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit.
homophobic, homosexual.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. The long-awaited sequel to Kindergarten Cop, Apollo Justice, is Kindergarten Attorney. Ironically, there is a Kindergarten Cop 2. I think WWE Studios produced it.
Oh, no.
Weirdly.
Did it have Arnold Schwarzenegger, though?
No, no Arnold Schwarzenegger. I believe
Then I don't
it
care.
it might have been Dolph Lundgren, or it might have been somebody else that I don't remember. It might have been Larry the Cable Guy. No, that was the
If it
Jingle All the
didn't
Way
have-
sequel.
If it didn't
I'm not
have Arnold
joking.
Schwarzenegger or the ferret, I don't care. That ferret's been dead for years.
Yes, if my calculations are correct. Let's see. 3 plus 1, carry the 5.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this. Sorry.
Photograph.
Yeah, sorry. Look at this photo that allegedly shows all the chips. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up,
How much is it?
Valo's the only one who's taken a math class.
He's in kindergarten.
Christoph is like, I can't help you. I'm just, I took English
I'm too smart for this.
creative writing.
Yeah, I
took about
so
8
many
English classes every
classes.
semester.
do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you?
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Sequel doesn't mean second, Martin. It just means continuing the story or themes of a previous entry. Yes, but there is a second Kindergarten Cop movie, which I assume continues the themes.
10,600 points. The chips don't add up. This clearly contradicts the witness's testimony.
He's getting all into it.
Nani? Doshte? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice.
Oh, it
Explain
wasn't-
the math. I don't get it.
It wasn't a WWE movie. That's my bad. I was thinking of the Jingle All the Way sequel. Hiro Kage, thank you for the 10 bits. Apollo's face there is a mood. Here with the,
What is going on?
Now that you know the what, you must determine the why.
I feel like
And those
Christoph.
are words I learned in English class.
I feel like Christoph would be like the most annoying beta reader to have for your fiction, because he would just be like,
100%.
why isn't it more flowery? Like, it needs to be 100% more flowery.
You should put more words.
You could be describing these eyes as orbs, you know.
Although he's
gotta hide
gonna
it.
read my porn and you're
Thank you so much.
More of this.
We got the high up redeem done. So wait for it to finish. There we go. I've got so many Tim Heidecker redeems. Shiny Fighter, thank you for cashing in your high up redeem with your star chips. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. This is it. The chips are down. Time for justice. Cords of steel, activate. I don't know if this is referencing something, but... Right. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction. Both were right?
both were right. Yeah, the starting points were right and the chip count were right.
Each man began the game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, then there can be only one answer.
Well, what is it?
What?
Just none of them can count. Explain it to me, little boy.
I got
Derek,
news
God, if
for you.
only a woman were in this
That means you
room.
gay.
Anna Dovey, thank you for cashing in your star chips for an iced tea. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Wait, Phoenix is there, so I'm wondering if Mia is going to show up and wonder what has happened to him. Yeah, what would Mia's reaction be to...
Pops up and she's like, Jesus Christ.
She's like, I thought my tits were big, but your neck.
That's what she's like.
She's like, you gotta use that to your advantage.
He starts wearing a neck bustier. Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. No, Martin, you missed it. I think the chips are down. The chips are the evidence in question now. Yes.
The value of the chips was the other way around.
Hoo-ha!
Void Adept, thank you for cashing in your star chips for a hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha!
Want to know what I think? The small chips were worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness. Utter madness. Why would the bigger ones not be worth more?
Show me that photograph of the chips again. There are 6 small chips and 10 large chips.
Demon points out that the neck bustier would be a cravat.
Oh my god.
Edgeworth, you slut.
It's the Von Karma way. Why, that does make 7,000 points when you add them up.
Hey, he did it. Way to go, Judge. Hey,
Oh,
good job.
Judge. Oh.
He knows how to count a little from his video games.
He has to count up the coins he has in Genshin Impact to spend.
Yeah.
Vampiro,
He's
thank
like Kevin from The Office, except like Kevin can always do
Right.
math when it's food, but the judge can do it when it involves his Genshin Impact polls.
I hate I hate that joke, but I love your reference to that joke. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Mia inhabits the body of pain. You're welcome for that imagery. Oh, that image is pain.
The gallery agrees.
Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself.
With your big boy brain.
Well, I'm just glad I was the one who said it.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Mia, Phoenix, I've come back from the dead to... Whoa, what happened to you? Your neck, it's huge. It's fucking huge. It's like a KFC bargain bucket. You look like 2 rolled up carpets resting on a petrol pump. I appreciate you saying petrol pump.
Chotomate. The value of the chips may be different, but that changes nothing.
It changes everything.
Indeed. The victim did have the larger number of chips still.
No.
And obviously that's how that works. Ah.
Exactly. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math. Everybody okay with that? Come on. Oh, I see your faces. You can't do it.
It's gonna be okay.
Add up the points for each side of the table.
2 hours later.
Okay.
Do this.
Judge is like, okay, explain it to me like I'm 5. Okay, now explain it to me like I'm 4.
Is
What
there a
is
number
one
lower
less
than
than
4?
four?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Science doesn't know.
Ah.
The victim, Mr. Smith, had 2,900 points, and the defendant had 4,100 points.
Wow, this game is
Bigger
messing.
point.
Huh?
He got bigger points.
He do. The game is like doing a lot of these automated like moving on things. I don't
Yeah,
approve of that.
Weird.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10
Write
bits.
him a strongly worded email.
I'm gonna be like, hey, hang on, this 2007
I don't
game.
approve.
Mr. Justice, we need to talk.
Can you fix this on this ROM that I'm using?
Derek Anthony, thank you
Look,
for
I
the 10.
bought this game at least once.
Thank you for the 10 bits, Derek. Wait, this was a card game, right? Are we sure Yami Yugi did not send the other guy to the Shadow Realm? It's possible. That pendant might have been a Millennium item.
What hair is under that beanie?
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Instructions unclear. The Phoenix is eating a bag of chips.
Just crunching in the background.
Well, now, it seems. Sorry. Do apologize. It seems that Mr. Right was winning that night after all.
That's impossible.
My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Aurelie, you must have known the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime, weren't you?
Eek.
Oh shit! Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire.
Order! Order! It appears our defendant has lost his motive.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Apollo. Okay, let's add up the total of the chips. 8 hours later. Okay, so we're all clear on this. The hoverboard is made of licorice. We can punch it if we want to, but only if it's near a swing set. Is that good? We all good? Payne, can the swing set hover? Apollo. I don't know what that's about, but it sounds like it's a reference to something.
And Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
Go to that.
Did you say you're going to the bathroom?
No.
It sounded like you said, let me go to the bathroom.
I didn't say anything.
The end of it sounded like I'll be right back.
All I heard was that.
Oh,
Well, I guess I just won't say anything then if someone wants to scream. Excuse me? What is it, Miss Orley?
I did not want to be saying this, but actually, you see, say what, Miss Aurelie? What do we see?
I apologize that you have these two voices, Marin. Rock Rulen, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm guessing at some point Phoenix stepped out of the room, came back to find Shadi dead, and was just like, well, I know how this is gonna go. And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Payne just has a fantasy book about Phoenix losing.
This is fanfic.
In the last hand, there was cheat.
I got invited to a beta of something. I don't know what this is. Sorry. What is this? Did I apply for
Humble
this?
brag about my.
No,
beta
I don't know what it
invites.
is. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. You said this.
I did.
You gonna leave us in suspense?
I think it's
There was cheat.
there's a really cool you know how there's those AI things that create art from you just prompting it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are really cool. I it's not Marvel Snap. I did apply for that over Solar. There's like a really cool one that has a big waiting list and it creates really cool art, and I'm just like, I may as well throw my name in there, and so I just got in. I applied like months ago, so yeah, that surprised me. You said this?
You don't mean.
Papa Bar sang with a bit. The joke was that adding up the totals somehow devolved into an argument about hoverboards made of licorice. Also, you okay? You seem to be having some sort of stomach pain or something. Yeah, I have ulcerative colitis. It sometimes pops up. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Orally, I saw Phoenix playing the piano with no hands. And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Pain. I did win against you once, Phoenix. Yeah, about that. Is that right? Oh, right. That was with the imposter, right? Right?
Oh, yeah.
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 A trick.
Wait, or do you mean a scam?
They're all the same thing.
People are always calling me about my vehicle warranty, and I'm like, I just paid you guys last week.
Don't even have a car.
There was cheating last hand. That is why game ends with chips as they are.
Great. Just great. First we have lying, now cheating?
Well, this case has certainly taken a turn. For the interesting.
Well, this is a bad
Dude.
situation. I'm happy about it.
Good. I was bored.
Should we
There was a dead guy, but now I'm interested.
call it here?
Well, we can
heading
get to the
next-
start of the testimony because it's about to happen, and then we can save. How
All
about
right.
that?
Yeah. Witness, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating in the final hand.
All right. The final hand, a perfect place to stop, I think. Let's
Yeah.
save the game really quickly. Holy cow. Really exciting start to the game just because Phoenix Wright accused of murder. That's pretty intense. And very interesting new characters. I'm very curious to see what journey we go on with them. It's so much stuff could happen from here on out. I'm very intrigued. We're gonna call it there. We're gonna be streaming Apollo Justice on Sundays, not on Wednesdays anymore. It used to be that we would stream twice a week Ace Attorney games, but Marin's schedule is now such that we can't really afford that much time. So now that we've gotten to Apollo Justice, we're going to be cutting back to one stream a week. I know that might be a bit of sad news for some of you, but we're definitely going to stick to it. We're going to keep playing the game every week, just once a week for now. I want to thank first of all of you guys in the chat for joining us for this one, and second of all, I want to thank our usual co-hosts. First off, thank you, Marin and Soupy, for joining. I hope you guys had a good time. But more than anything, thank you so much, Karina, for joining us for this instance of Apollo
Oh,
Justice.
shucks. It was fun. I'd love to come back again sometime. I'll keep you posted if you'd have me again.
We would love to have you. Like you are a delight, absolutely. And we hope we can inspire more weird Sonic the Hedgehog Phoenix Wright crossover art or something.
Yeah. Either that or Apollo using TikTok. We'll see what happens.
I want him to teach someone to floss. Floss your problems away.
All right. Really quickly, let me read some of these messages. Kudos Sorugi, thank you for the bit. While this case is taking a turn, puts on glasses for the interesting. Someone in the crowd. Yeah. And Ryrie Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's been fun. Love you all. Take care. Have a good night. See you all next time. Bye. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Will you do other Wednesday day streams? Yes, I would like to. What I think we'll end up doing, I know I played Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song last week on, I think it was Saturday with Marek. So Marek will probably take up the Wednesday spot for the vampire game that we're playing. The very baffling vampire game that we're playing. That is such a confusing game. It's I can't say that it's awful, but it's very confusing. They dropped me into the middle of a story with like 20 characters and not explained who any of them are. It's very weird. But yeah, was there anything, Marin, did you want to say anything to the chat before we pop off here?
Thanks for hanging out, friends.
Of course. And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to everybody before we go?
Thanks for chilling with us, everybody.
And Karina, where can people find you, and what would you like to promote before we take off?
Oh, shoot. You can find me at Dilphosaur on Twitter and Tumblr. If you aren't familiar, I am one of the hosts of the YouTube channel Drawfee. Come check it out. We have some Ace Attorney. We have like one Ace Attorney episode. I've done Ace Attorney on some of our speed draws. Got plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh episodes, including one coming up.
Ooh.
But yeah. But yeah, check us out. And also Drawfee streams on Mondays. I don't think we're doing next Monday, but we are going to be part of a charity stream on Saturday. Check out our Twitter
Oh,
for information because I forget the details, but it's with BioWare.
very cool.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds awesome, and I can't wait to hear who the crazy surprise guest might be for your Yu-Gi-Oh! Drawfee episode coming up.
It could be anyone.
Could be anybody.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start.
All right, Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. Fun stream as always, guys. Now I need to get back to my fight to the death with this damn virus. Oh, Rock Rulin. It seems to have the high ground right now. I'm so sorry, Rock Rulin. I hope you recover soon, swiftly. We're all sending our well wishes and our positive vibes to you. We're going to raid Red Claw, who is a VTuber dinosaur, and they are doing art right now. It looks like they're drawing a dragon, and it looks like a blue dragon. I can't assume it's a blue eyes, but that would be my first assumption. All right. Enjoy Red Claw's stream, and we'll see you on Sunday for more Apollo Justice. Thank you again, Karina, for joining us, and thank you to everybody else for being here. Bye, guys.
Yeah, gladly.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Take care.
Ciao.
All right, here we go. Let's raid. There we go. And